Nick Riopel will oppose him between the pipes for Adirondak. And he's been in 6 games, 2-3-1 on the season, but a goals against average of 5.11. So he's given up quite a few, so we got to be ready for that.
And this is Adirondak's 8th game versus our 5th, and they both have an average of 4 goals a game, so they both can score goals. Problem is, Adirondack has a high goals against, so we need to take advantage of that.
And we're underway, and the puck is going to be brought forward into the Komet zone quickly. It's owned by the Thunder. Going to come up here along the near side in the Komet zone. And now it is going to be poked free by Eric Neely. He's taken off the play, and the puck squirts loose. Here's a quick little shot that's going to go well wide. Up along the far side, now down in the corner, comes up to the blue line. It'll skip over the line, and we got a race for it.
Got a race, all right.
Here's Tyson Fawcett going to get to it first, or that's Tyanulin, rather.
Yeah, Tynulin's very quick.
And Tyanulin, he skated out of there, out of the pack, and the defenseman just got enough of him, and Riopel was able to make the grab.
Yeah, I think the defenseman saw him coming, and he all of a sudden turned on the jets to try to stay up to him, and then the whistle called. Face-off will go down into Adirondack zone. We only played 30 seconds so far.
Tyanulin with the goal last week in his debut at the Komets against Cincinnati, showing that speed that we heard so much about since he was assigned from Tucson. Here's a quick shot from the blue line from the Komets. It goes well wide. Now up along the far side, Curtis Leonard. He will get loose, comes down here in the corner, and the Thunder are able to pick it up. Coming up along the left side, it is Kevin Law. Law will carry it into the Komet zone. It's going to go behind the net. Hauser almost had a play on it. Skips over a stick. Now the Komets get it up along the far side. It is Waugh. Waugh goes back over to Leonard. Leonard tripped up on the play. Gets it up to the blue line, but he can't clear it. Now it's going to trickle over the line. We got a penalty called. Delay. A delayed call on Adirondack.
Sticks up a little high. A high stick and penalty going to be called. We'll see who that goes to. Adirondack's 22s go to the box. Ward. So the Komets get the first break. Power play time.
Komets 12th in the league on the power play. We have only had 2 goals, but we've only had 12 advantages as well. That's one of the fewest amounts in the league.
We've had plenty of time all week to work on the power play, so we should be sharp on special teams.
And that 12 is the fewest power plays in the league, but like you said, Robbie, we've only played 4 games. Power play time for the Komets coming up. Here's the puck drop to the left of Nick Riopel. Comes up top to the blue line. Here's Jason Binkley. Going to come up along the right side. Now return pass to Binkley. Here's a shot that's going to go wide. Now along the far side, it's Tyanulin. Going back upstairs. Here's Binkley on the far side now. Now top of the circle. They drop it down low. They come in on Riopel. They can't get a shot off. Comes along the near side. Back up top of the blue line. It's Binkley. Binkley on the right side. Now he's sneaking and takes a shot, and it's knocked aside. Comes down into the corner. Now along the near side. Komets controlling the puck here on the power play. Now it's a centering pass. It's going to be broken up. Still in front of the net, and now it's going to be sent all the way down the length of the ice, and Hauser will come out and play it. Fresh set of legs for both teams is Binkley. He will stay on, however. He will pick up the puck, and he will bring it ahead. Moves it forward quickly up along the far side. It's Kudemi. He's cut off, and back come the Thunder. Back up along the near side. That is number 20. That's Mercier. And he goes back behind the net. The Komets are quickly back. And now they bring the puck forward with 50 seconds to go on the power play. The Komets bring it into the offensive zone. Riopel thought about playing it, but his defenseman is there, and he will send it down the length of the ice down to Hauser. Hauser will give it to Culkin. Culkin moves it forward. And it is going to go off the stick of Garrett Thompson. And the Thunder get it back up along the far side. It's Mike Bergen goes behind his net. He will float it forward. It's going to get loose all the way down into the Komet zone with 24 seconds to go on the power play. Back on the right side here, Sean Sidolowski. He will bring it into the zone. Here's Kudemi in front. Block shot, knocked down. Riopel will gather it up and get a whistle.
Yeah, the defenseman blocked the shot. They had the man set up in the high slot. The defenseman attacked him and was able to block the puck, and goalie grabbed on.
13 seconds to go on the power play for the Komets. No score, 17:05 to go in period number 1 here on Military Appreciation Night. The Komets wearing special jerseys, as the face-off will be just outside the just to the left of Nick Riopel. Mason Baptista will take the face-off, and that one is going to have a missed drop. It's going to go into the corner, but the linesman blew the whistle. So we'll line it up and do it again. Baptista sat out the last 2 games, back in there tonight and ready to take the draw. Puck is dropped, and again, the linesman blows the whistle. Neither player was kicked out of the face-off circle. Now the referee is going to go over to the scores table. Liam Sewell is our referee tonight. And we are going to have another penalty. It's going to be a delay of game call on Adirondak.
Face-off again. A 2-man advantage for at least 13 seconds. So we got time of the face-off in Adirondack zone to get a shot on goal and make a good one out of it. So 5-on-3 Komets.
And this is our first 5-on-3 of the season. Face-off to the left of Riopel. As Loney is in the penalty box along with Brian Ward. Ward will be sprung in 13 seconds. Sean Sedlowski on the face-off. And he wins it. Comes up top of the blue line. Here's Jason Binkley, who's been out there quite a while. Moves all the way over to the far side. Now he drops it down low. Had a man in front. It was tipped.
He was moving to the net.
Gonna come up top to the blue line. The Komets have got it. Here's Kravchenko.
5-on-4 now.
Shot. Riopel will make the save, and it goes behind the nets and wheeled all the way out of the zone.
5-on-4, minute and 30 seconds. Power play Komets.
Dennis Kravchenko, a member of the Thunder last year. He is now in a Komet uniform, and he's out there on this power play. Binkley stays out there. We'll get it in to the near side here in the Thunder zone. Cross-ice pass going to be tipped, going to come all the way out. And look out, here's Paul Rodriguez picking it up. He'll take a shot, and a save made by Hauser. Komets quickly move it ahead and into the Adirondack zone. It's going to be golfed in, and it's going to be sent along the boards by Riopel, and the Thunder will clear the zone. Comes off the end boards on the other side, and it's going to be stopped by Michael Hauser. Hauser to Jason Binkley. Binkley will take it to his own blue line. Now he will put it in deep into the Thunder zone. Comes down here on the near side. Komets have got it. Along the far side, here's Wall. Wall coming down low. Back behind the net. The Komets have it. They play it off the wall. Here's Sean Sedlowski on the right side. Dropping it down low again. Between the legs. Schaafsma with a beautiful play. He had Wall, but it led him a little too far out in front. Skips over the stick of Binkley and out of the zone. Still 30 seconds to play on this power play, and Jason Binkley's finally going to get off the ice. Here's Sean Sedlowski over the blue line. Got it poked aside. Now Waz got it. He turns the corner, brings it into the Adirondack zone. Up along the far side. Down to 16 seconds on the power play. Here's Wall going back up top. Now a return pass to Wall. Back up. Here's a shot. Riopel save. Rebound is being jammed at, and it's going to be kept out of the net. It's going to go now behind the cage. Everyone scrambling for it. It's still loose, and finally comes into the corner. That'll do it for the power play as Wall has it. Now he lost it. Now down low in the corner. Here's Kevin Law. Picks up the puck for Adirondack, moves it ahead. Now comes along the left side. Here's Mercier. Will drop it down low. Couldn't get a shot off. Comes up top of the circle. Now here's a rip that's going to go wide of Hauser. Up along the far side, picked up by the Komets. It's Maggio. Couldn't do much with it. Turns the puck over. And here come the Thunders on offense. It's going to be tipped aside. And here we go. Tyson Fawcett's off to the races. He stops. Takes it over the blue line. Now he's looking for someone to give it to. And he tried to put it onto the stick of Smerek. And it's intercepted and sent back the other way for an icing.
Power play didn't work very well that time. They had a lot of good chances, but the big scramble at the end was the best chance they had. And unfortunately, nobody was able to get a clear shot on net as Riopel was able to lay himself out, keep the pads in front of the puck, and a tough break for the Komets. But good chances missed.
14:22 to go in the first. No score. We'll take a break. You're listening to Komet Hockey on WoWo.
On the ice, on the court, or on the field, the Orthopedic Hospital and Fort Wayne Orthopedics are there to provide complete orthopedic care for injured athletes or weekend warriors. Fort Wayne Orthopedics and the Orthopedic Hospital of Lutheran Health Network, official sports medicine provider for the Komets and an integral part of Fort Wayne sports for over 20 years. Go where the pros go. The Orthopedic Hospital and Fort Wayne Orthopedics are a dedicated team of sports medicine specialists, licensed trainers, and therapists, specially trained to keep you in the game. This is Comet Hockey.
.13:49 to go here in the first period. No score between the Komets and the Adirondack Thunder. The Komets, 3 shots on goal. Adirondack just with 1, but here come the Komets putting the pressure on Nick Riopel, the goaltender. Now Riopel has got Komets right in the goal crease. And now Bobby Shea coming in, taking a shove into that. That's Ryan Culkin, who got tied up with Riopel. So that halted the proceedings here at the Coliseum, and the face-off should be in the Adirondack zone. Let's see where the referee's now pointing. Yep, he's going outside.
Yeah, I think Shea come in from the point. When the defenseman comes in, they take the face-off outside. So, referee directing him, or are they going to still stay inside?
And the referee talking with the linesman.
Outside.
That's what the call's going to be.
13:37 to go. We've got no score here. 3 shots by the Komets, 1 by Adirondack. And the power play, the story of the game, in that it's not working with the Komets.
At a 5-on-3 early on in this period, have been unable to cash in hardly at all this season. Just 2 power play goals on the year. As the face-off is dropped in the neutral zone, it's going to be quickly sent into the Thunder area up along the far side. Now it's sent forward. Now it comes out to the center line. The Komets get it back quickly into the Adirondack zone. Going to come down into the corner. Swiped around the far side. Kravchenko lost the puck down in the corner. Steven Johnson for Adirondack. He lost the puck. Kudemi comes off the boards. Comes down low. Here's a centering pass. It's going to be broken up. Now it comes along the near side. Picked up by the Komets. Kravchenko off the backhand. Goes down low to Kudemi, who's double teamed. Taking off the puck up along the far side. Stepping up, it's Kravchenko again. Couldn't get control of it. And the puck is going to come all the way into the Komet zone. Dan Maggio with a man on him. Absorbs a check, but he's able to get loose. Takes the puck, and he sends it forward. Komets have got it here. Sean Sidlowski taking a shot. That's going to be blocked. Now up along the far side, controlled again by Mercier. And Mercier will bring it into the Komet zone. Quickly poked aside by Tyanulin, and that one is going to be out of play into the seats.
That'll keep the face-off in the Komet zone. 12:33 to go. And pretty close checking right now, other than the penalties. Neither team giving an inch from each other, feeling each other, as they haven't seen each other, of course, this year, and not a lot last year either.
Face-off to the left of Michael Hauser. Not too many face-offs down in the Komet zone here in the early part of this game.
Hauser, 1 shot on goal.
Now Adirondack gets someone booted from the face-off circle.
Linesman talking to him, telling him what he's got to do.
James Henry will now take the drop for the Thunder. And it comes along the far side. The Komets have got it. Here's Curtis Leonard. Goes back behind the net, flips it ahead. Here is Sean Sidlowski. Touch pass, and it comes into the Adirondack zone where the Thunder are back on deep. Ryan Segala up with it. Up along the far side. Misplayed it there for a moment. Now it comes out all the way into the neutral zone. Ryan at the center ice logo, now pushed into the Komet zone. Here's Hauser. He's got to play on it. He will leave it behind the net, and the Komets will play it ahead. It's Binkley.
Intercepted.
And it's picked off, but it's going to be tipped. Binkley gets back on the play. Now it's tied up along the near side in the neutral zone. Johnson gets it for Adirondack. Takes a hit, and he lost the puck. Up along the far side, Komets have got it coming in. Here's Tyanulin trying to flatten it out. Got it poked aside before he could get a shot off.
Got a penalty coming up again.
And it's going to be on the Thunder. Tyanulin showing that speed.
Yeah, Tyanulin breaking in there. Had a half a stride on the defenseman, but the defenseman come across, gave him a little hook. Enough to draw the penalty. Komets back on power play again.
And it's going to be Brian Ward, his second marker of this first period. And the Komets will go a man up.
Let's get some shots. Too many passes. Shoot the puck, guys.
Komets only with 3 shots on net. Adirondack just with 1. And the power play one more time, second time in this period. Face-off will be to the left of Nick Riopel. Kravchenko on the drop. He wins it cleanly. Here's Binkley. Quickly gets pressured, gives it right back to Kravchenko. Here on the right wing, drops it down low. It's Schaafsma again trying to go between the legs. His pass is blocked. Comes upstairs to Binkley. Flattens out the puck. Gives it to Kravchenko. He will cycle it around. Here in front. Here's a shot. Save made.
Use a point.
It was Larraza up top, up along the far side, breaking in again. Larraza, that time he fanned on it. He picks it back up. Zach Larraza coming down low again. Rio Pelt the score.
They got
score
it.
On the rebound.
Yep. Sidlowski.
It's going to be Jamie Schaafsma picking up the goal.
They're both in tight there. Schaafsma got his own rebound off the goaltender as he come from the corner, and the power play finally worked. They get on the board.
Komets working the power play, second one of this first period, and we finally cash in on Jamie Schaafsma's goal, his second of the season. 11:18 to go in the first period. The Komets up 1-0. We'll take a break. You're listening to Komet Hockey on WoWo.
Ready for a new apartment? You don't have to look far. St. Joe Place has everything you could ever want in an apartment complex. Internet, cable, washer, and dryer. It's all included in your monthly rent. There's also a basketball court, an outdoor grilling area, pool, and hot tub, and the list goes on and on. St. Joe Place is leasing 2- and 4-bedroom apartments and now offering 3 bedrooms. Living at St. Joe Place Apartments, you'll quickly realize how great the staff and apartments really are. Call 444-3000 or visit stjoeplace.com. Komet Hockey is brought to you by Auto Owners Insurance and Gregory Associates in Fort Wayne.
Komets coming back looking for more. Getting that power play goal from Schaafsma, and we're right back down here in the Thunder zone. Here's a shot. That's going to be blocked. Oh, it was tipped wide. Almost snuck in. Mason Baptista with an opportunity. And now the Thunder with the puck in their own zone. Kevin Law will bring it forward. The Komets back on D, quickly into the Adirondak zone. Waugh picks it off, but not for long. The Thunder bring it right back in, coming in on Hauser in front of the net.
Goal crease.
And it's going to be broken up. Going to go back behind the net. The Thunder have got it. Coming upstairs to the point. 2 players coming together, but Johnson is able to hang on to it. Now it comes up back up to Johnson, or that's going to be Law rather, but the Komets, nice D here in their own zone, coming up along the near side, but they can't get it out. Here's Loney. Loney will take a shot on Hauser. Whack. Scramble in front, and it's going to go along the far side.
2 good whacks at it.
Mike Bergen, here's a one-timer, and a save made by Hauser. Back up along the near wing. And now back behind the net, up along the far side. Now top of the circle, in on Hauser. Shot blocked. Back upstairs it comes. Here's another shot. And blocked. The Komets blocking shots all over the place. And it's finally going to get back into the neutral zone. Komets will get a line change. As the Thunder take advantage of that, they bring it forward. Here's a shot, save made, rebound goes in. And it's going to be Brian Ward with the goal.
Well, the shot from the point was the one that did the damage because it gave Ward time to make a screen and go right to the net. Hauser never saw the shot from the point. He made the save on it, and Ward skating by was able to whack in the rebound. Hauser being screened was not able to control it. Ward gets the goal.
So we are tied at 1. 9:19 to go in the first, and the faceoff comes back out to center ice. Shots are now 7-5 in favor of the Komets. And here comes Tyanulin right off the faceoff. Quickly gets loose and gets it into the Adirondak zone. Now up along the near side. Cross ice pass, and it's coming back the other direction. There's James Henry, comes down in the corner. Pushed off the play, back up along the far side. Zach Larraza trying to get it out. It's going to be tipped all the way back into the Komet zone. Up along the far boards, it's Ryan Culkin. Culkin gets it out, and he gets it to Tyanulin, who will feather it forward. He will give chase to it. Comes down here on the near side corner in the Adirondack zone. Goes back behind the net. Eric Neely can't do anything with it. Comes up top of the blue line. Now in the slot. Here's a backhand. That one knuckle. It's loose, and it goes wide.
It just trickled by the net.
And it stays live.
Yeah, he thought he had it, but it trickled by the net, missed the open side. We got a penalty coming up again, too.
And it's going to be on the Komets.
Yeah, from behind the play, a Komet and a defenseman got tangled up. And we're going to have a penalty come up here.
So it is going to be our first penalty kill of the game. 8:28 to go in the first. We're tied at 1. We'll be back. You're listening to Komet Hockey on WoWo.
This is Scrap Chat with Max Hall, reminding you that while all metal has value, not all metal recyclers value you. At OmniSource, guys like me tell you what your metal's worth. and how to make it worth even more the next time. Because we grind up and spit out scrap, not customers. Find freight advice and fair payment at an OmniSource yard near you in the Fort Wayne area. For locations and a list of metals we buy, visit OmniSource.com or call 855-OMNIBUY, 855-666-4289.
Comet Hockey is brought to you by Auto Owners Insurance and Insurance and Financial Services in Auburn.
Well, the Komets are going to pick up a penalty for cross-checking.
Larraza.
And it will be power play time for Adirondak. Their first of the game. We are tied at 1. And the face-off will be just to the left of Hauser.
First power play for Adirondacks. See what they've got. As they say, they score an average of 4 goals a game, so they must have a pretty good power play.
Time to penalty, 11 minutes, 32 seconds. Komets 82 Larraza, 2 minutes cross-checking at 11:32. It's time for a Z-Bart penalty kill.
Face off to the left of Hauser, and it's going to go behind the net. Tied up there, and it's going to come up along the near side. Up top, Campagna. As the Thunder will set up their power play, and they drop it down low. Here's Tyanulin. He will swipe it around the edge, comes up top of the blue line. Now it's cycled back down low. And as Lowney pushes it up along the near side, or Loney rather, and it comes down low again. Komets are there. Maggio couldn't get a piece of it. Lowney has got it. Comes up along the far side. Backhander upstairs. It goes to Law. Back over top of the circle. Here's a shot that's going to be tipped. And it's going to come on the near side. Here in the Komet zone. Still 1:23 to go on the power play. We're tied at 1. Komets scoop it up, and it will get it out of the zone. Schaafsma with a nice play there. Adirondak will regroup. They bring it forward into the Komet zone. Up along the near side. It's Neely pushing his man off the play, and it's going to roll right to Hauser. He will make the grab.
Good forechecking by Adirondacks, but the Komets were able to get the puck to Hauser. He reached out, grabbed on it very quickly. We'll start off with a face-off in the Komet zone again. 1:07 power play time, Adirondacks.
7:34 to go in the first. We're tied at 1. And here's the face-off coming up in the Komet zone. It's going to be James Henry on the face-off. Henry and Kravchenko to duel. And again, the linesman shouting out some extra instructions before we drop this puck. And it comes down low into the corner. Komets scoop it up. Swiped around by Culkin. Comes up to the blue line, and the Komets clear the zone. Played forward all the way down here on the near side. And it's Desmond Bergen up with it for Adirondak. He moves it ahead, now drops it back to Henry. Henry will carry it over the blue line, over to Neely. Neely in front of the net, going to be intercepted by Sean Sidlowski, and he will clear the zone.
Intercepted, made sure, dumped it down the ice.
It's going to come all the way down. Here's Eric Neely. And Neely hands it off to Bergen. Bergen will play it up along the far side. He will drop it back. And now the Thunder get it into the Komet zone. They're onside. Still 23 seconds to go on the power play. Swiped around here on the near side to the point. And Neely is able to hang on to it, but right in front of the net here is Smerik. He will clear the zone. That'll come off the inboards. Riopel will make the stop, and we have got 9 seconds to go on this penalty kill.
This should kill it.
6:32 to go in the first period. We're tied at 1, and that will do it. We're back to 5-on-5. They carry it over the line. Here's a shot. Save made. A rebound comes all the way up top of the blue line, and the Thunder hang on to it. Comes down low into the corner. Campagna. He's pinned up against the glass. Now he's going to get a little bit of help from Terrence Wallen. Comes up to the blue line. The Komets will get it free. End-over-end puck into the Adirondack zone, and that will be an icing.
That'll send the face-off down into the Komet zone, give both teams a chance to change up their lines a bit and see what they've got. Komets can't make the change. Their linesmen over there picking out the guys that tried to sneak off the ice. They have to stay on the ice for the face-off.
We'll take a quick break. You're listening to Komet Hockey on WOWO.
Hey, Komets fans, put a new truck in your driveway this hockey season. Take a test drive in a Chevy or GMC truck made right here in Northeast Indiana by your friends and neighbors in the UAW. Union members build quality into every full-size pickup that GM Fort Wayne Assembly builds. Union labor has been building trucks in Fort Wayne for over 30 years. Visit your local Chevy or GMC dealer and drive the union-made quality that makes buying a new truck such a great value. GMC and Chevrolet full-size pickup trucks, built by the hardworking men and women of UAW Local 2209. Put union-built quality to work for your family.
Comet Hockey is brought to you by Auto Owners Insurance and Jacob Insurance Service in Auburn.
Under 6 minutes to go here in the first period. We are tied at 1. Puck goes back behind the nets here in the Comet zone. Shane Albarani and Robbie Irons with you here tonight. As the Thunder control the puck, we got a penalty called. It's going to be on the Komets. It's going to be a slash.
Defense having trouble handling these big forwards of Adirondacks, and got to use a little stick work on them, and that's enough to draw a slashing penalty. Second power play of the game for Adirondacks as the Komets end up in the penalty box again. Raw.
It is going to be Marco Waugh for the slash.
Face-off will stay in the Comet zone. They get the lines out there they want, so here we go with 5:36 to go. Power play, Adirondacks.
Both teams have had a couple chances on the power play. The Komets cashed in once. Now here's the face-off in the Comet zone to the right of Hauser. Now Jamie Schaafsma, who was in there, he is going to get the boot. And the puck is dropped, comes down to Curtis Leonard. He will swipe it around the boards. Now up along the far side. It's going to come all the way down into the Adirondack zone. It goes back behind the net. And it's picked up by the Thunder. Kevin Law will skate with it. He'll grab his own blue line. Coming up along the left side. Gets sandwiched by Curtis Leonard. And it comes down into the corner. And the Komets will clear the zone. Nice play by Leonard. Rio Pill will stop the puck. And it goes back behind the net. Dylan Olsen moves it ahead for Adirondack. Comes to the neutral zone. Touch pass into the Comet zone. They come right in on Hauser. And he makes the save.
Hauser with the glove up high. They tried to go top shelf on us. They broke right through the defense. Tried to go top shelf, and somehow Hauser got the glove up there. Picked it out of the air. Big save of the game right there. 4:56 to go here in the first period. We're tied at 1. We'll take a quick break. You're listening to Comet Hockey on WoWo.
In 1975, Miller Lite made history by proving we could brew a great-tasting light beer. And to mark the occasion, we're bringing back our original Steiny bottle for a limited time. Miller Lite, the original light beer, back in its original bottle. Grab one before they're all gone. Great beer, great responsibility. 2017 Miller Brewing Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Average analysis 12 fluid ounces, 96 calories, 3.2 grams carbs, less than 1 gram protein, 0 grams fat.
And now, back to Comet Hockey.
Komets on the penalty kill, but Michael Hauser doing an excellent job.
Yep.
Stays hot, making a couple of quick saves, and the puck is now in the Adirondack zone. Down to 42 seconds to go on the power play as Bergen will bring it into the Comet zone. It goes back behind the net, flipped up along the far side. Mason Baptista is able to get it to Dan Maggio.
High stick.
Playing the puck with a high stick.
That'll kill a face-off right there in the Comet zone as the high stick was over the side. The linesman would look like he was the one that called it. Still 33 seconds power play as Adirondack's got some pretty good shots on goal in this power play. They've taken over the shot clock 10-8 right now, but most of those coming on the 2 power plays that they've had in the last 4 or 5 minutes.
And it comes along the far side after the drop of the puck, and it's going to come all the way out. Thunder will go all the way back into their own zone. They'll take their time. They have to retreat all the way back with 17 seconds to go on the power play. Campagna will cut it back to the middle of the ice as he carries it over the line. Up along the far side. Comes up to the blue line. It's going to squirt out of there. And the Komets pick it up. Short-handed chance. 2-on-1 coming down the right side. It's dished off. Baptista with a shot. That's going to be blocked. Now down
all
low.
even.
Larraza in the corner, back to 5-on-5, and it comes into the corner for Capagna. And it comes up to the blue line. Here's a one-timer. Riopel got a piece of it. That one will go out of play.
Up into the crowd. The goaltender was able to deflect it, kill the play, get his team to get a full line change from both sides. Face-off will stay in the Adirondack zone. 3:21 to go. We got a tie score here, 1-1.
Face-off to the right of Riopel, as everybody will change up lines. And here is Waugh to take the face-off. Pierre-Luc Mercier will take it. Comes up along the far side. Now it's going to come up to the blue line here on the near wing. And it's going to be Tyanulin trying to keep it in. He's taken off the play. Now it's going to trickle back into the Adirondack zone. It goes back behind the net. And here's Bergen. Bergen up along the far side. Can't get it out of his own zone. As it is tipped by the Komets. That's Kudemi, but just going to be offsides.
Yep. Face-off will come just outside the Adirondack zone. The lines will stay the same. Just as I say it, here comes two defensemen for Adirondack to change up the defense. Komets change forwards. Komets back at it tomorrow night. Quad City here. 7:30 game.
Up along the far side, it is controlled by the Adirondack Thunder. It's going to be pushed in, and it's going to be stopped there at the blue line. Now sent all the way up along the far side, and it belongs to the Komets. Garrett Thompson. Here on the right side, here's a shot, and Riopel grab the puck.
Sidlowski, good shot, trying to go top shelf, a little farther out than he wanted to be, but he got the shot on the net, made Riopel make the save. Line changed by Adirondacks. Komets stay, well, here they come now. Defense changing up. Matching lines a little bit right now, trying to keep the matchups the way they want them early in the game here.
Face off to the left of Riopel with 2:38 to go in the first. 1-1 is our score.
Sidlowski in for the draw.
And the puck is dropped. It's going to come here on the near wing. Now let's go back behind the net. The Thunder have got the puck. They will move it ahead and into the Komet zone. It's going to roll around. It's going to go back behind the net. Here's Dan Maggio. Over to Jalen Smerrick, who played up along the far side. Pumped over to Maggio in stride. He'll carry it over the line. Here's a shot. Riopel save.
Rebound.
Gave up a rebound, and Maggio with a follow-up chance. Skipped over his stick. Puck rolling around there. Comes to the blue line. Thompson has got it. Couldn't control it. And now the Thunder get it back. Coming up along the near side. And that's going to be brought into the Komet zone. And it's going to be a play for Jalen Smerrick. He goes back behind the net. Smerrick has got the puck with 1:51 to go in the first. We are tied at 1. Played up along the near side. Here is Kudemi. He is going to dish off. I got a man. Here's a shot. It's going to go wide. I had Schaafsma streaking in on the back door as Kravchenko tried to hit him. And the puck is now back in the Komet zone with 1:34 to play in the period. Jason Binkley has got it for the Komets. It's going to be sent all the way up along the far side. Carried into the zone. And taken off his feet is Kravchenko. Up along the far side, here's Kudemi. Kudemi comes up along the near wing, and here's Jason Binkley. He will take a shot. It's going to be blocked, and the Thunder get it back. Coming up along the left side, here's Ward. Ward will bring it ahead. And now it comes up to the blue line, and coming out to Kudemi, who will push it into the Thunder zone with 1 minute to go in the first. Up along the far side, the puck is going to trickle
last minute
in
of the period,
zone, and it's going to go off the boards. Tied at 1. And up along the near side, the puck is going to be brought into the Komet zone. Now it's quickly intercepted, brought back the other way. The Komets with a chance here with under a minute to play. Up along the far side, couldn't do anything with it. It's poked clear and all the way into the Komet end. Here's Bobby Shea back for the Komets. Shea has got it, moves it forward. And up along the near side, it is going to be brought forward by Larraza. Goes back behind the net. Watt tried to center it. It's broken up with 20 seconds to play. Campagna has it for the Thunder. Sends it along the far side. Gets it out of there. Now Larraza takes his man off the play hard. It's tied up along the far side near the Comet bench with 10 seconds to play. Now the puck comes loose, and it's controlled by Henry. Henry will get it over the line. It's going to trickle into the Comet zone with 1 second, and that will do it. So 1-1 is our score. Shots in the game are 11-10, but a pretty even up period for both teams, Robbie.
Yeah, pretty well. As I say, a feeling out period. Both teams skating hard, trying to get an advantage over each team, but defensively both teams played pretty tight. A lot of block shots during the period. The power play, obviously, the difference in the game right now. Komets do score on a power play, but they had a 5-on-3 early in the game and were not able to put one away. Ward ties it up at the 10:41 mark, coming back after the Komets had taken the 1-0 lead, and is able to get a rebound goal. So both teams at each other pretty hard. Adirondack's a pretty big team, and I think they're giving the Comet defense a little bit of trouble right now. So they're going to have to move the puck a little quicker, get it up to the forwards, and the forwards have to clear the zone as fast as they can. So speed's got to take over a little bit from that size.
Well, we are tied at 1. We're going to the first intermission. It is the Big City Cars Big Intermission Show coming up. You're listening to Comet Hockey on WOWO.
The puck has dropped on another Comet season. And what better way to get ready to watch the K's than with a pregame party? Aunt Millie's Buns and Rolls and your party spread will put the biscuit in the basket for your guests. To face off with some great sandwich ideas for your party, visit AuntMillie's.com. Whatever you put inside the sandwich, it's always a winner when you include Aunt Millie's Buns and Rolls. And speaking of winners, go Komets!
In 1916, Auto Owners Insurance teamed up with local independent agents so customers could get fast, friendly, local service.
Bravo!
It worked so well, we decided to keep it that way. And 100 years later, we still do things the same way, by teaming up with local independent agents who deliver quality, personal service.
Thank you!
Some might call that old school. Then again, maybe everything old is new again. Kind of refreshing, isn't it?
For all your insurance needs, visit Jacob Insurance Service.
Life can be unpredictable. 1 minute everything's fine. In the next, you have a kid with a fever and it's already past 5. That's when you need Parkview First Care. We have extended hours, including evenings and weekends, convenient locations, and Parkview Physicians Group providers to make your whole family feel better. When you can't wait to see your doctor, go to the walk-in clinic that's part of the PPG community of care. Parkview First Care. Get in, get better, get going.
Big City Cars on Lima Road.
Vehicles as low as $595. Payments starting at just $79.
Dependable cars on a budget.
Over 20 price under $1,000. If other dealers have turned you down, we go to work when the others say no.
Big City Cars.
Want a bigger deal? Get up to $5,555 more than your car is worth. And as always, if we can't beat the competitor's deal, we'll give you the car for free.
Big City Cars.
See dealer for complete details.
Dock Dancers is the place you can find service 24 hours a day.
Hi folks, Pat Miller telling you the Dock Dancer will always do whatever it takes to keep you and your family cool in the summer and warm in the winter. And now they've teamed up with Bryant Heating and Cooling Systems to offer the right combination of Bryant brand equipment for your home. That includes central air units, Bryant furnaces, heat pumps, and advanced thermostat technology, including Bryant's Wi-Fi controls. Call the doc that loves to make house calls at 744-3251, 744-3251.
Time now for the Big City Cars Big Intermission Show.
Back live at the Coliseum, where we have skated to a 1-all tie between the Fort Wayne Komets and the Adirondack Thunder. Taking a look at what has happened here tonight. First, our shots on goal being brought to you by Combat Ops Arena, mission-based laser tag mini bowling arcade, and a cafe full of food and beer. Combat Ops Arena in Fort Wayne on Lay Road, just east of Lima Road. Shots on goal in the game. Adirondack has 10, the Komets with 11 through 20 minutes of play. 2 goals were scored in that first period. first one came off the stick of Jamie Schaafsma, his second of the season at 8:42. Zach Larraza and Arthur Tyanulin with the assist, and it was on the power play. And then Ward came back for Adirondack to tie things up at 10:41, and that was all the scoring in the first period. Nick Riopel in goal for Adirondack, saw 11 shots, makes 10 saves. Michael Hauser for the Komets, 10 shots and 9 saves. Penalties in that first period. Adirondack, they had 6 minutes in penalties on 3 infractions. The Komets 4 minutes on 2 infractions. Komets were 1 for 3 on the power play. Adirondack, they were 0 for 2. We will take a break and we'll come back with a special guest. We are in the middle of the first intermission. We're tied at 1. We'll be back. You're listening to Comet Hockey on WoWo.
Wonder what the outrageously energizing experience of Mountain Dew Kickstart is like? Well, it's like a combo of 3 awesome things: dew, juice, and caffeine, rebooting your entire personal operating system.
Mountain Dew Kickstart is in position for consumption.
Release the Mountain Dew Kickstart.
Mountain Dew Kickstart released. Experiencing a charge of Mountain Dew Kickstart now.
Mountain Dew Kickstart operation successful.
Roger that.
Get charged up with Mountain Dew Kickstart, now in 2 energizing new flavors: mango lime and raspberry citrus. Fuel with flavor.
Don't just think of it as half off late night apps at Applebee's. It's half off the after party, half off the first date, half off girls' night. Late night half-priced apps, only at Applebee's. Don't just think of it as half off late night apps at Applebee's. It's half off the after party, half off the first date, half off girls' night. Late night half-priced apps, only at Applebee's.
Time now for the Big City Cars Big Intermission Show.
Back live at the Coliseum, where we have skated to a 1-all tie after 20 minutes play. The Komets won, the Adirondack Thunder won. And now I am being joined by a special guest, Tim Duncan from Big City Cars. And Big City Cars, they have graciously sponsored our Military Appreciation Weekend. The Komets are wearing special jerseys here tonight and tomorrow when we face off against Quad City at 7:30. And all of these jerseys will be auctioned off after the game tomorrow. It's a silent auction that you can put your bid in when you walk into the Coliseum. Now, when you sponsor this event, you also get to pick the military charity. And Tim Duncan, you have chosen kind of a cool one. Tell us a little bit about the charity that you've chosen.
Well, we chose Honor Flight. My business partners and I looked around at a charity that supports our military in this region. And when we connected with Honor Flight Northeast Indiana, they represented a lot of the core values that we have as far as giving back to the community and being a non-for-profit. Their administration charge was very, very low, so we know all the money that's raised is going to go back to help supporting the veterans.
And it's such a neat event. The Honor Flight just took off from Fort Wayne International a couple weeks ago, I believe. Yeah. So this money will go to fund more of those trips.
Yeah, the 25th trip just happened, and so the program is where they sponsor veterans from World War II, the Korean War, and also Vietnam War. And those veterans have an opportunity to go to Washington, D.C. to see the memorials at no cost to them at all. There's an ambassador that goes with each, or a guardian that goes with each of the military veterans. And they make quite a bit of an event of it to support those troops and thanking them for all their service they've done for our country.
And the late, great Bob Chase, he also was a World War II veteran, and he participated in the Honor Flight a couple of times. So that's why, when you guys chose this, it's actually kind of neat because it actually has a neat Comet tie with Bob Chase. So very, very appreciative of that. And since you are the sponsor, how are you liking these new jerseys?
I like them a lot. These are awesome. I like the colors, the design. They really came out great this year. I'm sure there'll be a lot of people bidding for them, trying to get, because I've seen a lot of the previous jerseys in the crowd tonight, and so there's a lot of interest in the military jerseys. So that's really awesome that the folks will bid and bid often and raise some money for a great charity.
Tim Duncan is my guest from Big City Cars, and Tim, you're obviously in the car business. Now talk a little bit about Big City Cars. You guys haven't been in the market very long, and Fort Wayne is such a competitive climate when it comes to car dealers. So you guys have kind of tackled it head on, and you guys are doing quite well.
Yeah, there's 3 of us that are business partners, and we have a mission, and really it's all about family and supporting each other. And the focus point of our schedules and our day-to-day operations is trying to be supportive of our team members, as well as the ownership, to make sure that we're supporting each other, as well as trying to take care of our customers in a different way, trying to be straightforward and honest with them right up front, approaching each transaction as a very important part of that person's life where they need a new vehicle. So we're focused on making sure we take good care of them.
And what's really neat, I bought a car for you guys, and what I think is the selection of cars you have for new drivers. I bought a car for my daughter, and you have one of the best selection when it comes to new drivers, first drivers. It seems to be your dealership kind of caters to things like that, which is really neat.
We work with a lot of different lenders that support those first-time buyers, as well as we try to focus on cars that we know are good, reliable cars that for folks that are looking to buy a car for their daughter or their son, or buying another car for their family that is a driver back and forth to work. We try to focus on providing more higher-end cars, but also keep the prices down based on some of our operations and how we do things.
And my daughter, who is sitting at home, who I bought the car for, had ankle surgery last week, so I've been enjoying the car, and I got to say, it drives beautifully, and I don't know if she's going to get it back.
Yeah.
So
that's usually what happens.
Yeah.
Usually they send you off to get gas, and then you realize that they have a better car than you.
You know what? She does. Yeah. She does, and I don't know if she's going to get it back.
Yeah. And all of a sudden they get your car. Yeah. I've seen it happen. I usually have to go get the gas.
Really?
Oh, yeah. I know the program.
Well, it just might happen. Yeah. Now, Tim, you're actually an old hockey guy. You're a guy who's kicked around a little bit. You remember those cold days out at McMillan, and you played for the Snyder Panthers back in the day.
I did. I remember when McMillan had cages for glass. There was no such thing as glass. And if you got caught in the cage, if your sweater got caught in the cage, it ripped it right off your body, and it stopped you right there. But, we go back. My brother played, and I played. We go back a long way. Gunnar Elliott was even around when I played.
Great name.
Yeah, so if that gives anybody any memories, that was around too. So, but we played a lot at McMillan, and then when they got the second sheet at McMillan, everybody thought we died and went to heaven because now we could play more.
Right.
And then the Coliseum, a lot of us have played it over the years. It just is so hot here sometimes.
Yeah, you remember those cold days. Well, you go in the middle of January when it was below zero, and I think it was warmer outside than it was in McMillan, but those were great days.
Yeah, and when you're young, the only ice time you had was at 5 in the morning.
That's right.
So you had to get up and go, and that's what you got your hour of skate time before school.
Right.
So it was a lot of fun.
That's right.
It was great memories. I have some great friends from that time period. I see a lot of them still every once in a while, and some of them still skate. I haven't skated for a few years, but it's a lot of fun. It's a great sport. I mean, a lot of people, they look at people skating on skates, they're like, how do you do that? And I'm like, well, you just
second nature to you.
Right.
You do it. Yep. Well, thanks a lot, Tim, for joining me. Tim Duncan from Big City Cars. They are sponsoring Military Appreciation Weekend. Thanks a lot for joining me.
Thank you very much. It's been a lot of fun tonight and this weekend. So I'm looking forward to seeing some good revenues raised for the honor flight. So I appreciate everybody's involvement and bid often.
That's right. Yeah. All right, we will take a break. We're in the middle of the first intermission. You're listening to Comet Hockey on WoWo.
Keep your staff connected with Motorola two-way radios from ERS OCI Wireless, like the Komets do. ERS OCI Wireless is located on Earth Drive in Fort Wayne. They're a Motorola partner providing wireless voice and data systems to public safety, education, healthcare, and enterprise customers throughout Indiana for the past 68 years. Reach out to ERS OCI Wireless at 260-747-0584. That's 260-747-0584. Or online at www.ers-oci.com.
You hear that sound?
Looks like Chevy's been doing their homework.
Sounds like the 2017 Chevy Closeout is on.
Can I drive it out of here?
I'm buying this. Do you guys have a Chevy dealer around the corner?
The 2017s are going fast. Now get special closeout pricing on our most popular 2017 Chevy models like Silverado, Tahoe, and Traverse.
It's time to trade in.
Get a great deal during the 2017 Chevy Closeout. See your Northeast Indiana and Ohio Chevy dealers. Offer only on select models. Not available with special finance, lease, or other offers. Take delivery by 11/30/17. See participating dealer for details.
Time now for the Big City Cars Big Intermission Show.
Back live at the Coliseum. Shane Albarani with you here tonight. We have skated to a 1-1 tie between the Komets and the Adirondak Thunder. And I'd like to remind everybody that this season the Komets are teaming up with the Fort Wayne Children's Foundation to help stop child abuse and neglect in Northeast Indiana. This season the Komets organization is calling on the generosity of fans to donate a dollar amount for every win this season. Just go to pledgeit.org/FW Komets to donate, with all proceeds going to the Fort Wayne Children's Foundation. So please donate tonight. I know you've got your phone in your hands. Just please go to pledgeit.org/FW Komets to donate $1, $2, $5, whatever amount you like to pledge for every win the Komets get this season. We will take another break. We're in the middle of the Big City Cars intermission show. You are listening to Komet Hockey on WoWo.
Are you looking for a great way to entertain family, friends, clients, or employees? Or just treat yourself to a night of entertainment? Luxury suites or club seats at the Memorial Coliseum can be exactly what you're looking for. Whether it's a Fort Wayne Komet hockey game or other sporting event, a concert or family show, suites and club seats at the Coliseum are available on a single event basis. Amazing food and drinks delivered right to your seat. You'll never miss a moment of the action. Call the Premium Seating Office, 260-480-2186, about the suites and club seats at the Memorial Coliseum.
If you're driving down the road and your car dies at the light, you know you've got to make it here, cause we can make it right. Bumping down the road, transmission's about to blow. We're the ones to fix it right. We're the name to know. Russ Moore Transmission. We're here to get you going.
If you suspect a transmission problem, come in and talk to the trusted leader in customer service for over 50 years, Russ Moore Transmission.
Russ Moore Transmission. We're here to get you going.
Call Russ Moore at 482-9414. We're on Coliseum Boulevard West and in Warsaw. Or visit us at russmore.com.
With 24 locations throughout Indiana, Ruoff Home Mortgage is proud of our hometown Komets and proud of our deep roots. For more than 30 years, our home loan experts have provided thousands of Hoosier families the best personalized mortgage experience. Home ownership begins here. Stop by any of our offices or apply online today at ruoff.com. Ruoff Home Mortgage is licensed by the Indiana DFI, license 109914. This is not an offer, an extension of credit, or commitment to lend. Equal housing lender.
Time now for the Big City Cars Big Intermission Show.
Back live at the Coliseum, getting ready for period number 2 between the Komets and the Thunder. We have got a tight one. We are tied at 1 with just 2 goals scored in that first period. Komets' lone tally came from Jamie Schaafsma, and the other one from Brian Ward from Adirondak. We will take one more break, and we have got the second period coming up. You're listening to Komet Hockey on WoWo.
Hi, Komet fans. This is head coach Gary Graham. Everyone at Texas Roadhouse would like to give a big yee-haw to the Komets and their fans for voting Texas Roadhouse as the best steak in Fort Wayne. And as a thank you, just come in and visit Texas Roadhouse on game nights and receive your complimentary blossom when you wear your favorite Komet jersey. Check out the Komet Corner at Texas Roadhouse, home of the fall-off-the-bone ribs and hearty steaks, made from scratch sides, fresh-baked bread, ice-cold beer, and legendary margaritas. Be there on game days with your favorite K's jersey and receive your free blossom from the Texas Roadhouse. Go Komets.
Daniel Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram on Illinois Road has added some new members to the team. Introducing the all-new Chrysler Pacifica, the only minivan to win 2017 IIHS Top Safety Pick. Also, now on the starting lineup is the all-newly redesigned Jeep Compass. Capable, modern, and stylish, all wrapped into one. The new scrapper on the team is the all-new Jeep Grand Cherokee Trackhawk. With 707 horsepower, this secret weapon will leave the competition wondering what hit them. Daniel is a proud sponsor of Komet Hockey, and we invite all the fans to come experience the difference in your next car buying experience. See the complete lineup of new Chryslers, Dodges, Jeeps, and Ram trucks, all at O'Daniel on Illinois Road next to Meyer, or online all the time at o'danielauto.com.
WOWO and WMEE HD2 Fort Wayne.
The factory outlet sale at the King of Carts Superstore in Fort Wayne is going on now. Instant in-store rebates, manager specials, and other incentives available on nearly every custom golf cart on the showroom floor. King of Carts has a large custom golf car inventory built with pride right here in Fort Wayne. Gas or electric, 4 or 6-seaters, we have them in stock and ready to ride. The King of Carts Golf Car Superstore is located at 1818 Research Drive, Fort Wayne. Take the Lima Road exit 311B off I-69. King of Carts, the destination for custom golf carts in Northeast Indiana.
Comet Hockey is brought to you by Auto Owners Insurance and Jacob Insurance Service in Auburn.
Just underway here in the second period from the Coliseum. We're tied at 1 between the Komets and the Thunder. Shane Alberani and Robbie Irons with you here tonight as we start 5-on-5 as we get going here in the second period. Nick Riopel makes a quick save, and coming back the other way, here come the Thunder. Coming up along the near side, they carry it over the line. Here's a shot made by Hauser. Rebound is going to go in.
Scored.
Went off the right leg of Hauser.
Yep. The shot on the net surprised him. He made a nice save on to get it, but the puck deflected to the right. There was a winger coming down there, and he got a piece of it either with a shin pad or a stick. It hit Hauser on the pad again and deflected into the net off the deflection, and take the lead 2-1.
Ramp Hauser made that save. He was coming back to control the rebound, and it went right off his pad and in.
Again, was surprised by the quick shot from the right wing here and made the save, but never got himself back in position.
So the face-off will come back out to center ice, and the Thunder take their first lead of the game. Here they come looking for more. Here's the shot, and Hauser makes the save with the right leg. It's going to rim all the way out, and it's going to come all the way into the Thunder zone. Up along the near side, it's going to be poked ahead and all the way down. That's going to cause an icing and a face-off coming up in the Adirondack zone.
They take the quick 2-1 lead right now at the 1:06 mark. And the face-off now back down into the Adirondack zone. Comet change of lines and ready to go with the fresh troops out there. Let's get her going, guys. Need some shots on goal.
Face-off will be to the right of Riopel. And here's Mason Baptiste to take the drop with the Komets down by a goal. Now Mason Baptiste will get kicked out of the face-off circle. The puck is dropped, comes down low into the corner, now back behind the Adirondack net. It's going to be cut off by Baptista. Tries to get to his feet, cannot get the puck, but the Thunder are able to move it ahead. Here's Jalen Smerrick trying to play it. It's going to go over his stick, comes down here into the corner. Poked at by Conacher, goes back behind the net. Maggio in there to help out. Maggio is able to fish it out. Comes along the far side. Maggio plays it off the glass and out of the zone. Puck is going to go end over end and into the Adirondack zone. It goes back behind the net. Now played up along the near side for Mike Bergen. Bergen plays it around. Intercepted. Komets get it. Now they have it down low. Baptiste tries to center it. Here's a shot. Knocked down by the defenseman. Comes up to the blue line. And here we come. The Thunder will bring it into the Komet zone up along the far side. Campagna takes a hit. Goes back behind the net. Now cycled around. The Komets are back there. Now comes up along the near side and played forward all the way down. Knocked down in the Adirondack zone up along the near side. And it's Rodriguez. He will go back in front of Riopel. Now played up along the far side. Dylan Olsen gets chased, sends it around, intercepted by the Komets. Man in front. Here's the shot. Goes wide. Off the stick of Kudemi. Comes up along the near side. Kravchenko goes back to Kudemi. Has a man in front. And it's going to be tipped. It's going to come up along the near side. And it's going to go back to Kudemi. Kudemi will send it in. And Adirondack quickly brings it into the Komet zone. That's going to go off the end boards, and that will be an icing. 16:59 to go in the second. Komets trail by 1.
Concher, the goal for Adirondacks at the 1:06 mark, gave them the 2-1 lead. So face off now back down in the Adirondack zone. And we'll go from here, see if we can get a couple more shots on goal. Only one shot so far this period.
Schaafsma to take the face-off for the Komets. Face-off in the Adirondack zone. Now Schaafsma is going to get kicked out. Here comes Marco Waugh. And up top of the blue line, it is going to be rimmed around. Comes down here in the corner. Here's Waugh. Waugh up along the near side. Cycled down low.
Being held pretty good.
Fawcett, who's held up on the play with Bergen.
Still moving the puck, though.
Now the puck is going to squirt loose, coming up along the near side here in the Adirondack zone. Played ahead, and now back it goes to Curtis Leonard. He will play it off the boards where it's intercepted. Coming along the near side. They got a man breaking down low, but Hauser is there.
Right to the net.
Eric Neely was the man breaking in. Puck was a little bit too far out in front, and Hauser is able to grab a hold.
Comets back at it again tomorrow night right here, Quad City, 7:30 game. So no rest as they go on the road for their first road trip on Sunday in Kalamazoo. So big weekend for them, and they got to start off with a win here tonight, down 2-1. Lots of time left, second period.
Face-off will be to the left of Hauser.
Linesman very particular about the draws, the way they do them nowadays.
Baptista wins the face-off, gets it to Bobby Shea, played along the near side, knocked down. And the Komets get it into the Adirondack zone. Here's Sean Sidlowski, got a man with a shot, and that one is going to be tipped.
Nice pass. Sidlowski sees Shea sneak it in from the blue line, throws a nice rink-wide pass. Shea walks in, top of the circle, lets the shot go. Riapo up the chest, makes the save. They had guys in the goal crease, but nobody was able to get a rebound because Riapo held on pretty tight.
Face-off will be to the left of Riopel. Riopel came into tonight's game with a goals against average of 5.11. So far, he's only given up one here tonight.
We saw him quite a bit last year with Kalamazoo, so familiar feature in Kalamazoo, and of course playing here in Fort Wayne.
Zach Larraza will take the drop for the Komets. And he's going to kick it into the corner where it's scooped up along the far side. Puck rolling around in the Adirondack zone, and the Thunder will bring it ahead into the offensive zone, but a quick poke away, and the Komets get it back. Here's Kravchenko. Kravchenko up along the left side. It's going to come into Johnson for the Thunder. He quickly pushed it up along the far side over the stick of Bobby Shea. Now back in the Komet zone, Culkin. Culkin over to Tyanulin. Tyanulin can do anything with it, and now turning the corner, here come the Thunder. They will bring it up. It's Eric Neely. Neely over the blue line. He is cut off by Bobby Shea. Comes into the corner. Here's a quick shot off the side of the net, and it comes up along now the near side in the Komet zone. Here's a centering pass broken up by the Komets, and it's Kravchenko trying to catch the Thunder in a line change. Gets it over the blue line. Here's Larraza with a shot. That's blocked. Larraza picks it back up. Comes up along the near side up to the blue line, and unfortunately it's going to go over the line, and Smerrick's got to go back for it for the Komets. He gets chased, got it poked away. Now up along the near side wing, and it belongs to the Thunder. They go back in their own zone. It's Bergen. Bergen has a man up the middle of the ice. It's going to be intercepted. Komets coming back the other way. Kudemi goes off the boards. Riopel will play it up along the far side. Bergen steps in front of it. And we have got a tie up behind the Adirondack net. Now it comes along the far side, and Maggio with it. Here's a shot that's going to go wide. Comes upstairs. The Komets will back off. And here come the Thunder coming down the right side. There's a pass that's going to be blocked. Tim Harrison with the chance there, but it was blocked. Now back into the Adirondack zone. 2-1, Thunder over the Komets. And we got an icing call, so that will bring us to a break. You're listening to Komet Hockey on WoWo.
Trust the doctors at IPFW Athletics and the Fort Wayne Komets Trust. Aaron Chiropractic is well known for providing quality yet cost-effective care for sports injuries, muscle, and joint problems. They're one of the only clinics in the region to provide its patients with pain relief utilizing numerous therapies, including acupuncture, massage, and rehabilitation. Aaron Chiropractic is conveniently located in Northeast Fort Wayne. Find us on the web at aaronchiro.com or call 492-8811 to schedule an appointment.
And now, back to Komet Hockey.
Another icing.
After a quick icing call, we'll have a drop in the Adirondack zone. 14:21 to go in period number 2. Shots in the game are 14-12 in favor of Adirondack, and they also have got the lead on the scoreboard, 2-1.
Comet forward getting thrown out of the face-off circle.
Seen that a lot tonight. And now Jamie Schaafsma will take the face-off. It is won by Terrence Wallen. Comes up along the near side. Still in the Adirondack zone. Now it comes down low. Marco Waugh comes in. Can't do anything with it. Now it's Steven Johnson for Adirondack. He moves it forward. Looking for the tape of Tim Harrison over his stick. Curtis Leonard is back for the Komets. Leonard in his own zone. Looking for some space. Goes all the way up the ice. Comes off the stick of Schaafsma. No icing on the play as it goes back behind the net. Up along the near side, it is controlled by Adirondack. Now pushed forward. Conacher will bring it ahead. Coming on the near side. Here's a shot off the post.
Short side.
On the outside there. Comes up top of the blue line. Here's a shot that's going to be blocked. Coming back up to the blue line. And the Thunder cannot control it. Sent back into the Komet zone, high off the end glass. Coming up along the near side, it is Ty Loney. Loney trying to center, got a man wide open. Save made by Hauser. Still a scramble for it, and Hauser makes the grab.
The fence got trapped in the corner. Man in front all by himself. Puck came to him. Hauser had to stand his ground. Made the nice save on him, and then was able to get the rebound as the defense finally come to his rescue. But somebody missed their assignment in front of that net. Adirondack player all by himself. Hauser makes the save again. 13:18 to go. We're down 2-1.
Face off to the right of Hauser. And it'll be Sidlowski on the face-off for the Komets. Now Sidlowski is going to get kicked out. And here comes Mason Baptista. Sidlowski lobbying to stay in there, and finally he will yield to Baptista.
Yeah, these linesmen like the authority. Get it right.
And now the Thunder are going to have to go to a backup plan here.
See, they both got to put the sticks down at the same time, and then the pucks drop. They're trying to get an advantage over each other.
Now James Henry will take the drop, and finally it hits the ice and play continues. Baptista along the far side. He gets it taken away, and Adirondack brings it into the Komet zone. It goes back behind the net. Played up along the near side. And the Komets get it loose. Here's Baptista. Long stretch pass up along the far side, looking for Sidlowski. Too far out in front. And the Thunder bring it back. Into the Komet zone we come. And here on the near side, here's a shot. Save, made, rebound.
Again.
Comes out to Baptista. Back up along the far side. Here's Garrett Thompson. Thompson stick handling around Loney, taking a shot. And a save made by Riopel. And
now everybody is going on, pushing and shoving. Baptista in the middle of it. Thomas in the middle of it, and Sidlowski's in the middle of it all. So they're all pushing and shoving around the goaltender, and I think they're going to keep cooler heads. Nobody's going to get any penalties from this. Good shot on the net by Thompson. Showed a little bit of speed and size in breaking around the defenseman from a bad angle. Let a pretty good shot on. Riopel stood his ground, made the save, no rebound.
2-1, that's the score. Adirondack with the lead. Komets in Quad City tomorrow night, 7:30, right back here at the Coliseum. It will be the back end of Military Appreciation Weekend. You'll still have a chance to bid on the special jerseys the Komets are wearing tonight. Now Bobby Shea has got some choice words for Paul Rodriguez.
Yeah, they were talking a little bit.
The ice. Face off just outside of the Adirondack blue line, and here's the drop. Kravchenko tries to get to it, skates out of there, but he can't control it. And it's going to be controlled by Rodriguez and the Adirondack Thunder. They're coming loose. Here's Wallen. He goes back behind the net, avoids a check, coughs the puck up, comes up along the far side. That's Ralph Kudemi with it. Kudemi to Smerek, stick handling through the neutral zone, finds the tape of the captain, dropping it back. Here's a shot. It's going to whistle wide. Back upstairs. Here's Smerek. Smerek from the left point. Now return pass to Smerek. Gubs it up. One-timer going to be intercepted. Campagna read that one beautifully.
Yes,
He's going to bring it down the far side, but Smerek is there. Nice play. Coming over to Jamie Schaafsma. Schaafsma will play it ahead. He will flip it off his stick and come down here into the corner and back behind the net. Kevin Law will move it ahead for Rodriguez. Campagna with a shot. It's going to go above the glove of Michael Hauser. Up along the near side, it's Smerek. Back behind the net for Curtis Leonard. Leonard trying to get around his man. He is going to find Smerek here on the near side. Smerek will take a check. Unloads the puck. Here's Conacher coming down low. Shot save made in front.
Rebound.
Knocked down. Still loose.
Trouble
and the
again.
Komets pick it up. Not being careful with the puck. And now it is going to come into the Adirondack bench, and that will draw a whistle. 11:30 to go here in the second period. 2-1. Adirondack will take a break. You're listening. It's Comet Hockey on WoWo.
What makes a great cup of coffee? Just ask Tim Hortons. That's where you'll find coffee sourced from some of the world's most renowned growing regions. Coffee made from 100% Arabica beans, roasted and taste tested by coffee masters. Tim Hortons' original blend is brewed in small batches and always served fresh within 20 minutes, just the way you like it. You're invited to find out why so many people love this coffee. Head to any of the Fort Wayne area Tim Hortons locations and try one today.
You're listening to Comet Hockey.
11 minutes and 13 seconds to go in the second stanza here from the Coliseum. Komets trail by a goal. 2-1 is the count as the puck is down in the Adirondack zone. Up at the blue line, here's Jason Binkley trying to rim it around, looking for Tyson Fawcett. Up along the far side, it's controlled by the Thunder, and now they will bring it all the way into Comet territory.
3 of them breaking out now.
Nice play by Binkley. Gets it to Fawcett. Rolled off of his stick. Up along the far side. He pushed off the play by Dylan Olsen. Now the puck comes off the stick of Zach Larraza. Larraza will bring it up along the far side. He will just dump it in. Komets will get a line change. Now the Thunder will play it ahead. And now they come into the Comet zone. Here's a shot that's going to go wide up along the near side. Over the stick of Baptista. Now back at the Adirondack blue line. Now sent into the Comet zone. Goes back behind the net. Up along the far side. There's Mercier. Lost it to Baptista. Baptista skates with it. Comes off the boards. Baptista trying to get through a check. He is sandwiched up along the far side. Lost the puck. Comes down here in the corner. We're halfway gone here in the second period. Adirondack leads it 2-1. Goes back behind the net. Now comes up along the near side. And up to the blue line. Here is Henry. Pass will be brought forward in the Comet zone. Now it's going to be loose. And it is controlled by the Komets. It's Kravchenko. That's Kulkin, excuse me. Now it's brought into the Adirondack zone. It goes back behind the net.
Stole the puck. Komets.
Comes up along the far side. Or the near side now. Here's a backhander by Kudemi. That one is going to be blocked. Coming up along the near side. Here's a shot from the point. That's going to tip, and it's going to go wide off the stick of Smerek. Goes back behind the net, where it is going to be controlled by the Thunder. Now up along the near side. Now over onto the far boards. The Thunder just playing a little keep away here from the Komets. Pass. Now they bring it into the Comet zone. Nice play by Kudemi. Picks the pocket, and he's going to send it up, trying to go to Tyanulin over his stick, and that will be an ice.
Face off will go back in the Comet zone this time. 9:01 to go. We're still down 2-1. Adirondacks with the lead. Got to move that puck out of our own zone a little quicker. We made a couple of mistakes back there, held on to it too long. Gives Adirondacks time to move 3 men into the zone, and then they pitch in on us, and we have trouble coming out. So we've got to move that puck quicker, get it up to the forwards.
After the face-off, it goes behind the Comet net. Now here's Marco Wall up along the far side. Gives up the puck, comes along that far side. Now coming down low, back behind the net on the Adirondack zone. Now it comes up top for the point. Here's a shot that is going to be deflected way out of play. That'll get us down to a timeout here and in the second period from the Coliseum. That's Adirondack 2, the Komets 1. We'll be back. You're listening to Comet Hockey on WoWo.
If you're searching for premium temporary housing, we have the affordable alternative to a short-term or long-term hotel. Are you a family or traveling business salesperson relocating to Fort Wayne? Experience premium temporary living with Corporate Housing Systems. Serving Indiana and Ohio for over 30 years, we strive to offer exceptional service and value for all of our guests. Feel at home with Corporate Housing Systems. Visit www.corporatehousingsystems.com or call 888-544-5454 today.
This is Comet Hockey.
back at the Coliseum where, again, Robbie, the offense sputtering a little bit, not having very many opportunities here in this second period.
No, we're not taking the shots when we should. And where we're not getting shots is from the points. Our defensemen are being checked pretty quickly by Adirondacks. We're not getting any shots at the net or through to get to the net, which takes away our chances of rebounds. But we definitely have to shoot the puck a little faster, a little harder. And I'm more concerned about coming out of our own zone. It all starts back there. If we don't come out of our zone quickly and they pinch us in, then we're in trouble defensively. We can't come out of our own zone, then you don't go on the offense, and that kills any momentum you have going up the ice with your offense. So it's got to come together a little bit better in our own zone, as the defense have got to make a little quicker passes, a little more accurate passes, so they clear the zone to the forwards. Face off in Adirondack zone right now, so let's get her going right here. Baptista taking the draw.
Face off to the right of Rio Pell. And the puck is dropped. It goes back behind the net. Stephen Johnson up along the far side. Sends it all the way out of the zone and to the neutral territory it goes. Here's Curtis Leonard over to Binkley, and it's got Thompson wide open on the left wing. Thompson will flip it in. It goes back behind the net for Johnson. Out along the near side, here's a centering pass, nobody home. Held in at the point by Binkley. Here's a shot by Sidlowski. That goes wide. Stepping up is Leonard. His shot is going to be blocked by Johnson. Here's another centering pass. Comes all the way up top of the blue line. It is Binkley. Has got Mason Baptista. Baptista along the far side. Here's a shot.
Rebound.
And that's going to go off the side of the net. Up along the near wall. It's controlled by Loney. And Loney gets it into the Comet zone. And here is Baptista. Back along the far side has Garrett Thompson. Thompson got it poked away. Puck is now rolling around in the neutral zone near the penalty boxes. Now it's going to come into the Comet zone where Baptista can't get to it. Here's a shot. Hauser the save off the right shoulder. Goes back behind the net. We got a penalty called. Appears to be on the Comets as
Baptista, I think, is going to get it.
Neely takes a shot. It's blocked, and that will draw a whistle.
Hooking. Baptista got back there to help the defense, and he got tangled with one of the forwards, gave him a little yank, and that was enough to get a hooking penalty. Adirondacks goes on power play with 7:29 to go, leading 2-1 Adirondacks.
Face off to the left of Hauser as we start up this penalty kill. It is Mason Baptista.
2 minutes hooking.
And hooking is the call on Baptista. So the penalty killers are out there. And James Henry will take the face-off for Adirondack. He'll be joined in there by Dennis Kravchenko. Comes all the way up top of the blue line, and the Comets clear it out.
Schaafsma made a nice play at the blue line to get it out.
Mercier goes back behind his own net, and the Thunder will start up their power play. Get it back to their own blue line. Now it's brought forward by Conacher. Up along the far side. The Thunder have got it up top to the blue line. Here's Rodriguez. Got a man. It's Conacher, top of the right circle. They drop it down low. Here's a shot, and it's going to go wide. Nice play designed down low, but they couldn't finish. Comes up to the blue line. Here's a shot right into the gut of Hauser. Making the save.
7th shot on goal by Adirondacks. Get them up to 17 shots so far, and they've had some pretty good shots. Still on power play with 1 minute 23 seconds, but Hauser has to make a nice save from a shot from the top of the circle.
Face off to the right of Hauser. And Marco Wall on the drop. Comes up top to the blue line. Up along the far side. Now back up top as the Thunder working it on the power play. Here's Campagna taking a shot, and it's going to go off the pad of Hauser. It goes back behind the net. Now whisked around. Campagna has got it. His centering pass is going to be intercepted by Wall. Knocked down at the blue line, however.
Again.
And they will keep it in. Coming up along the near side. Now down in the corner. Everybody tangled up. Comets still on the penalty kill here with 55 seconds to go. And up along the near side. Here is Ward. He's got a goal tonight. Push it along the far side to Law. Law gives it a look off the backhand, over onto the far side. Now a return pass to Law. Law will give it up. Campagna on the right side. Got a man on the far boards. Here's a shot, and a save made.
Hauser again. Good movement by Adirondacks. Got it to a man who was wide open on the far side. Point blank shot. Hauser came out and challenged him. Made a nice catching glove save on it. Line changes. Everybody. 35 seconds. Still power play Adirondacks.
Face off to the right of Hauser. And Henry will take the face off for the Thunder, and he'll be opposed by Sean Sedlowski. Now Henry having some words with the linesman as we get ready to drop the puck. Now Sean Sedlowski gets set. Both sticks on the ice, and here we go. Comes up top to the blue line. Belonged by the Thunder. Comes up. Here's Conacher. He controls it. Almost lost it. Now Rodriguez. He one-times it. And Hauser got a piece of it up along the far side and all the way out of the zone. We got a race for the puck. And Garrett Thompson gets there first, looking for some help. He drops it all the way back into the neutral zone. Here's Bobby Shea. Shea to Thompson. Up along the left side, and here is Sean Sedlowski. Spins around, gets away from some pressure, comes over the blue line. Now Sedlowski is keeping the puck away, trying to tick off the remainder of this penalty kill, and here comes Baptista. We're back to 5-on-5. Here's Bobby Shea, comes off the boards. Here's Kudemi. And Kudemi to Larraza. Now to Bobby Shea. Larraza back behind his own net, plays up along the far side. And Larraza, off of his skate, will try and get in the Thunder zone. Can't do it. Rodriguez will bring it back the other direction. Now it's Harrison. Harrison in the corner. And it belongs to Larraza. Back the other direction. The Komets bring it forward. We're skating 5-on-5 here. The Komets trail by a goal. Back behind the net. It's controlled by the Komets in the Adirondack zone. They're coming upstairs to the blue line. Now it comes down low to Larraza. He's tangled up on the play. Now Larraza gets loose on the far side. Komets can't get a shot off.
Nobody there.
Here's Kudemi. Cycle it around to Larraza. Now back up top to the blue line. There's Paul Rodriguez, who will unload the puck. Komets got to get back on D. Neely wins the race. The puck got through two Komet defenders. Here's a shot and a score.
You said it right there. He got between the two defensemen. He just outsped him, and then they both tried to interfere with him instead of going for the puck. He beat him to the puck, threw it back in the crease, and when the two defensemen went for the puck carrier, it left the man wide open in front of the net, who took a perfect pass, bang in the net. Hauser had no chance as it goes through the legs. They go up 3-1.
4:26 to go here in the second period. The Komets give up another one. We'll take a break. You're listening to Komet Hockey on WoWo.
In 1916, Auto Owners Insurance teamed up with local independent agents so customers could get fast, friendly, local service.
Bravo!
It worked so well, we decided to keep it that way. And 100 years later, we still do things the same way. By teaming up with local independent agents who deliver quality, personal service.
Thank you.
Some might call that old school. Then again, maybe everything old is new again. Kind of refreshing, isn't it?
For all your insurance needs, visit Jacob Insurance Service in Angola. Komet Hockey is brought to you by Auto Owners Insurance and Gregory Associates in Fort Wayne.
4 minutes to go here in the second period. Komets trail by a pair. It's 3-1. And Adirondack, they've got the puck in their own zone. Now quickly tipped and brought all the way into the Komet zone. And here's Leonard. Leonard will go back behind the net. He will skate with it. Has a man up along the far side. It's poked aside. Now right back onto the stick of Leonard. Sent ahead. Here is Waugh. Ball will carry it over the blue line. He'll take a shot. It goes wide.
Sinet on the shot.
Comes all the way out of the zone. The Komets just with 14 shots on goal. There's Dennis Kravchenko playing his former team tonight. He pushes it up along the left side, and that's going to be sent all the way into the Adirondack zone. No icing on the play as Waugh gets to it first.
Nice play, Waugh.
Now here's Bobby Shea, held up a bit on the play. He goes up along the far side, battling for that puck, and the Thunder are able to get it out. Harrison will get it into the Komet zone. It'll go deep back behind the net. Chopped at by the Komets. It's Culkin. Culkin up along the far side. And it is grabbed by Waugh. Carries it over the blue line. Coming up along the near side. Waugh gives it up. Here's a shot by Fawcett. Riopel the save. And Riopel will hang on to the rebound.
Good shot on goal there. Bit through the screen a little bit. Riopel made the save and held on to the rebound. That's the fourth shot on goal the Komets have had this period. Not enough. 2:40 to go in the period. Down by 2 now. 3-1 Adirondack. So face-off stays the Adirondack zone. Line changes. Fresh line. Baptista is in there for the draw for the Komets.
And here's the face-off. Comes up to the top of the circle. Now to the blue line. And it's controlled by the Thunder. Up along the near wing, it's Wallen coming into the corner, goes back behind the net, being chased by Smerrick up along the far side, and now laying out his man is Maggio. Now Baptista's got the puck up along the near side. Here's Kudemi, plays it off the glass, and the Komets getting loose with it. Here is Baptista. He comes down low, gives it up along the far side to Garrett Thompson. Thompson takes a hit. He is wrangled off the play. Puck tied up along the far side. Now comes up to the top of the circle. Komets control it. Here's Maggio with a shot. That one's going to be tipped, and it will stay in play. Comes all the way up to the blue line. Here's a long pass. They're going to have a breakaway. And here we go. Save made by Hauser as Eric Neely broke in there, but had Smerrick all over his back.
No penalty on the play.
Smerrick grabs the puck, carries it over the blue line. Smerrick got it stopped by Kravchenko will get it into the Thunder zone. Here's a shot. Riopel will make the save.
Starting to shoot a little more often right now as they realize they need a goal quickly for the minute and 32 seconds. That's 2 good shots on goal, and guys breaking to the net. The only problem, Riopel not giving up any rebounds. Playing it pretty tight, holding on very well.
3-1 is our score. We'll take a break. You're listening to Comet Hockey on WoWo.
Fort Wayne's newest Northside Sports Bar is your place to see the big games, including pro and college. Doozy Sports Bar and Grill next to Red River Steakhouse has become a fan favorite to see the best sports events with their incredible food and drink specials and wall-to-wall big flat screen TVs. Open daily 11 to 11 or later for the big games. Doozy's has daily lunch specials and is always the place to come out and watch the games. Doozy's next to Red River Steakhouse, just off I-69 at Coldwater Road in Washington Center.
Comet Hockey is brought to you by Auto Owners Insurance and Insurance and Financial Services in Auburn.
Arturs Tyanulin makes it a 1-goal hockey game as the rookie nets his second as a Komet. And most importantly, he gets the Komets within 1 with 1:13 to go in period number 2.
Well, again, it went back to the point. The Komets made a nice play on holding the puck in. They shoot the puck at the net. Riopel makes the save. The rebound comes to the far side. And Tyanulin, there all by himself. A bit of a bad angle, but he banks it off the goalpost. It goes in the net. We cut the margin to 3-2. Big goal right there late in the period.
Right place at the right time for Tyanulin. He's got his second goal of the season. And we're down by 1 with 1:06 now to go in the second period. Up top to the blue line down in the Komet zone. And it's Bergen. Bergen plays it ahead off the stick of that's Rodriguez coming down low on the near side. Rodriguez back behind the net. In the corner, Komets dig it out. Coming up along the near side, played forward to the neutral zone. And it's going to play it into the Adirondack zone. Down low, back behind the net. Under 30 seconds to go in the second period as the Thunder bring it in. That's going to be an icing call. So a big face-off here.
Yep,
we have got
30 seconds.
Yep, we have got the momentum back.
Crowd back into it a little bit right now. Everybody knows they can maybe get a good shot on goal here and steal another one from him and tie it up quickly. But only down by 1. Big goal at 18:47. Tyanulin, his second of the season. We still haven't seen the assists on it yet.
There's Mason Baptista on the drop. Baptista digs in, and it comes into the corner. It's Bergen up along the far side. He flips it forward. Now it's Mercier. He will scoop it up, taking a shot. It's going to go wide of Hauser. Now along the near side. Long pass with 15 seconds to go. The Komets get it into the Thunder zone. Here's Jamie Schaafsma. Gets tangled up here along the near side with Campagna. Comes out in front of the net. Nobody there for the Komets. Now up along the far side, it's Harrison. Harrison gets taken off the play. It's going to be sent into the Komet zone. And there's the horn. And we are through 40 minutes here at the Coliseum. 3-2 is the score. Adirondack has got the lead, but the Komets getting a big goal there in the final minute and 13.
Well, we get outshot 12-7 in the period, but a big goal coming back and outscored 2-1 in the period. And we're actually down 3-1, but a big goal by Tyanulin at 18:47 gets us back in the hockey game and takes a little bit of the momentum away from Adirondacks, who was pitting us in pretty good, getting the shots on goal when they wanted. And if it wasn't for Hauser back there, this thing could be out of control. But he's held him in there with some key saves all the way through that second period. A couple of power play situations that went to Adirondacks, and he made good saves on those. So only down 3-2 with one period to play. Well within our reach to have a solid third period and win this hockey game.
Well, we got to do it from behind here tonight. 3-2 is the score. Adirondack with the lead. We'll take a break. You are listening to Common Hockey on WoWo.
Nelson, Mays, and Wonka. All famous Willies. But getting the Willies, it isn't fun. That creepy feeling you get when you see all your high-interest debt? Partners First Federal Credit Union has the cure for the Willies, with products that are designed to help you. Nothing brings out those Willies more than a mortgage, car loan, or high-interest credit card. Partners First can keep those Willies away. Just go to partnersfirstcu.org to get started. Partners First Federal Credit Union. Part of your community, part of your tomorrow. Partners First Federal Credit Union is an equal housing lender. MLS number 405819.
MRIs are a valuable diagnostic tool, but they can be costly. The Community Open MRI Group can help. We have the region's lowest in-network insurance rates that are hundreds less than area hospitals. Our MRI is quiet and spacious, eliminating stress and anxiety. Remember, it's your choice where you go for your MRI. Contact the Community Open MRI Group and let us check your benefits first, with 3 convenient locations: Auburn, Decatur, and Fort Wayne.
Don't just think of it as half off late night apps at Applebee's. It's half off the after party, half off the first date, half off girls night. Late night half-priced apps, only at Applebee's. Don't just think of it as half off late night apps at Applebee's. It's half off the after party, half off the first date, half off girls night. Late night half-priced apps, only at Applebee's.
On the ice, on the court, or on the field, the Orthopedic Hospital and Fort Wayne Orthopedics are there to provide complete orthopedic care for injured athletes or weekend warriors. Fort Wayne Orthopedics and the Orthopedic Hospital of Lutheran Health Network, official sports medicine provider for the Komets and an integral part of Fort Wayne sports for over 20 years. Go where the pros go. The Orthopedic Hospital and Fort Wayne Orthopedics are a dedicated team of sports medicine specialists, licensed trainers, and therapists, specially trained to keep you in the game.
Take Midwest Gloves and Gear to work with you by using their full line of work gloves. Midwest Work Line features max performance gloves, PBR, along with a wide variety of Midwest branded gloves for any type of work. Midwest Gloves and Gear prides itself in being the largest manufacturer of American-made work gloves, and Midwest believes in investing in America. And that's why the Work Line features many styles made right here in the USA. For over 50 years, Midwest Gloves and Gear, Chillicothe, Missouri. Time now for the Big City Cars Big Intermission Show.
Back alive at the Memorial Coliseum, where our score is 3-2 in favor of the visiting team, the Adirondack Thunder. And as we take a look at the scoring sheet, let's first thank our sponsors bringing us shots on goal tonight. That's Combat Ops Arena, mission-based laser tag, mini bowling, arcade, and a cafe full of food and beer. Combat Ops Arena in Fort Wayne on Lay Road, just east of Lima Road. Shots on one goal. Adirondack with 21 for a total. The Komets with 18. Adirondack had 10 in the first period, 11 in the second. Komets with 11 in the first period and just 7 in the second. Komets are 1 for 3 on the power play. Adirondack, they are 0 for 3 tonight. As we take a look at the scoring, Jamie Schaafsma opened things up for the Komets at 8:42 of the first. That was his second of the season. Larraza and Tyanulin with the assist. And then coming back for Adirondack, they scored 3 straight. First one came from Ward, his 4th of the season, and the assist to Bergen and Conacher. And then Conacher picked up one of his own at 1:06 of the second period. That was his second of the season. Ward and Loney the assist. Paul Rodriguez, his first of the season at 15:34, gave Adirondack a 3-1 lead as Wallen and Neely with the assist. And Artur Tyanulin, his second of the season at 18:47 for the Komets. Larraza and Binkley with the assist pulls the Komets within 1. Nick Riopel, who came in averaging just over 5 goals a game given up. Riopel has only given up 2 so far tonight. He's seen 18 shots, making 16 saves. Michael Hauser, another solid performance for the Komets. 21 shots on 18 saves as 7,071 are on hand here tonight, who hopefully they're going to stick around and see a good comeback by the Fort Wayne Komets. We are down just by 1 going into the third period. We will take a break and we'll come back and have a look at the out-of-town scoreboard. You are listening to Comet Hockey on WoWo.
Big City Cars on Lima Road. Vehicles as low as $595. Payments starting at just $79. Dependable cars on a budget. Over 20 price under $1,000. If other dealers have turned you down, we go to work when the others say no. Big City Cars. Want a bigger deal? Get up to $5,555 more than your car is worth. And as always, if we can't beat the competitor's deal, we'll give you the car for free. Big City Cars. See dealer for complete details.
The autumn carved turkey from Subway is back for a limited time, and it's delicious. Here, I'll make you one now. With thick cut turkey breast, with cranberry mustard sauce, and cheddar cheese. Man, that looks good. Go to Subway and get your autumn carved turkey for a limited time. Subway, so much turkey. I'm solid gold.
In 1916, Auto Owners Insurance teamed up with local independent agents so customers could get fast, friendly, local service.
Bravo!
It worked so well, we decided to keep it that way. And 100 years later, we still do things the same way by teaming up with local independent agents who deliver quality, personal service.
Thank you.
Some might call that old school. Then again, maybe everything old is new again. Kind of refreshing, isn't it?
For all your insurance needs, visit Jacob Insurance Service in Angola. Now for the Big City Cars Big Intermission Show.
Back at the Coliseum, where we are in the second intermission. The Komets are down by a goal tonight, 3-2, against the Adirondack Thunder. Tomorrow night, we're right back at it for the conclusion of Military Appreciation Weekend, brought to you by Big City Cars. We'll be playing the Quad City Mallards for the first time this season. 7:30 is going to be puck drop time. Taking a look at the Meyer out-of-town scoreboard tonight in the ECHL. We've got some games going final, starting with Greenville and South Carolina. The Swamp Rabbits defeat the Carolina Stingrays tonight. That is the first loss of the year for South Carolina. Final is 3-2. Got a final in Norfolk tonight. Manchester 4, the Norfolk Admirals 1. We also have got a final in Wheeling this evening, where the Cincinnati Cyclones have defeated the Nailers in overtime by a score of 4-3. Also a final score, the Worcester Railers 4 and the Reading Royals 2. In the third period down in Atlanta, the Atlanta Gladiators have got a 1-goal advantage on the Kansas City Mavericks. 3-2 is the score, 11:04 to go in the third. In the second period in Wichita tonight, the Wichita Thunder 3 and the Allen Americans 2. Just now going into the third period, the Utah Grizzlies 2 and the Tulsa Oilers 1. And then also out west, we have got Brampton and Rapid City, two teams that are struggling on this young season. Rapid City right now has got the edge with 19 seconds to go in the first period. 2-1 is the score. Rapid City over the Brampton Beast. And then tomorrow's opponent, the Quad City Mallards, they are down by a goal to the Indianapolis Fuel. In the Quad Cities tonight, it is 3-2. And at the end of one period of play, there is no score out west between the Colorado Eagles and the Idaho Steelheads. Don't forget the simple savings you get with Meijer M-Perks digital coupons and rewards. Sign up today at mperks.meijer.com. We'll take a break. We're in the middle of the second intermission. You're listening to Comet Hockey on WoWo.
The destination is yours with Excursions Trailways Motor Coach Company. Excursions Trailways operates trips from Indiana and Ohio to destinations in the continental U.S. and Canada. Excursions is the proud official motor coach provider of the Komets, Tin Caps, IPFW, and St. Francis. They provide excellent customer service and clean, well-maintained coaches with courteous professional drivers. Choose your destination and give Excursions a call at 260-485-6167 or visit them on the web at excursionstrailways.com. Are you looking for a great way to entertain family, friends, clients, or employees? Or just treat yourself to a night of entertainment? Luxury suites or club seats at the Memorial Coliseum can be exactly what you're looking for. Whether it's a Fort Wayne Comet hockey game or other sporting event, a concert or family show, suites and club seats at the Coliseum are available on a single event basis. Amazing food and drinks delivered right to your seat. You'll never miss a moment of the action. Call the Premium Seating Office, 260-480-2186. About the suites and club seats at the Memorial Coliseum.
On the ice, on the court, or on the field, the Orthopedic Hospital and Fort Wayne Orthopedics are there to provide complete orthopedic care for injured athletes or weekend warriors. Fort Wayne Orthopedics and the Orthopedic Hospital of Lutheran Health Network, official sports medicine provider for the Komets, and an integral part of Fort Wayne sports for over 20 years. Go where the pros go. The Orthopedic Hospital and Fort Wayne Orthopedics are a dedicated team of sports medicine specialists, licensed trainers, and therapists, specially trained to keep you in the game.
Time now for the Big City Cars Big Intermission Show.
Back at the Coliseum, Shane Albarani, Robbie Irons with you here tonight. The Komets are down by a goal as we go to the third period. 3-2 is our score. Again, the Komets back at it tomorrow night. We'll be right here at the Coliseum. 7:30 is the start time against the Quad City Mallards. And then the Komets will go on the road for the first time this season. We spent the first 6 games right here on Sweetwater Ice. And finally, we will get on the bus and head up north to take on the Kalamazoo Wings on Sunday. 3 o'clock is the start time. And then we head out west for our first big long road trip as we will go to Colorado next Wednesday and then a pair of games next weekend in Utah. So a busy week, month of November for the Komets. We do not return home until November 17th. So pretty important to come on out tomorrow night because it will be your last chance to see the Komets for quite a while. And tomorrow is also the conclusion of Military Appreciation Weekend. And we also have Comet Care Package going on this weekend. So if you are planning on coming to the game, please consider a donation tomorrow night, along with the usual items such as gloves, hats, magazines, CDs, DVDs, puzzle books, personal hygiene products, blankets, and cleaning supplies. We're also asking Comet fans to bring non-perishable food donations will be used to help the VA start a local food pantry system. And again, that is Comet Care Package. It serves 45,000 veterans throughout the region through the Veterans Administration Health System. So please consider a donation tomorrow if you are planning to come out to the game tomorrow. And then Comet Care Package is sponsored by the new Sentinel Wayne TV and Federal Express. Also, our special military jerseys are going to be up for auction. You can bid on those jerseys through tomorrow night's game, and all of those donations will go to Northeast Indiana Honor Flight, sponsored by Big City Cars. So a lot of great charity organizations going on here tonight as we celebrate our military tonight and tomorrow. Now, when the Komets return home on Friday the 17th, it is the next family 4-pack night. As then on Sunday the 19th, the Komets will host Tulsa on Meyer Family Night and Kids Seat Free Night. It is also the first skate with the Komets, courtesy of Meyer. Get your tickets for all of November Komet hockey action. And, of course, don't forget the annual Thanksgiving game that is also coming up. So we got a slow start to this season, only a few games in October. And as I said at the beginning of the broadcast, some teams, Utah, they're playing their 10th game of the season, and we are already at number 5. So the Komets give these guys a little bit of chance to get things revved up, and hopefully we can start things up here tonight, coming from behind and getting a victory. The Komets are on a 2-game skid early on in this season, but let's break that tonight and take a win into tomorrow night's game against Quad City. Let's take a break. We are in the middle of the second intermission. You are listening to Komet Hockey on WoWo.
This is what it sounds like when real people guess which truck brand offers best-in-class V8 towing and best-in-class HD horsepower.
I go Ram, I would put it on Ford.
And this is what it sounds like when real people learn it's Chevy with the Silverado 1500 and Silverado 2500 HD.
Yeah, Jimmy.
Chevy, the only truck brand that offers choice without compromise. Find new roads at your local Chevy dealer. Silverado 1500 class is full-size pickups under 8,500 pounds GVWR when properly equipped with available 6.2-liter engine. Silverado HD with available 6.6-liter Duramax diesel engine.
What makes a great cup of coffee? Just ask Tim Hortons. That's where you'll find coffee sourced from some of the world's most renowned growing regions. Coffee made from 100% Arabica beans, roasted and taste tested by coffee masters. Tim Hortons' original blend is brewed in small batches and always served fresh within 20 minutes, just the way you like it. You're invited to find out why so many people love this coffee. Head to any of the Fort Wayne area Tim Hortons locations and try one today.
Knob Brick Company carries hundreds of styles of brick, literally something for every taste. With the change in the seasons, it's good to know that Knob also offers a wide variety of fireplaces, many of them Heat and Glow's finest, to add style to your home and warm it up on those cold evenings. They can even put a Heat and Glow insert into your existing fireplace to make it more efficient. Be sure to check out their fireplace showroom for some design ideas. Knob Brick is located on Fort Wayne's north side, not far from the Speece Fieldhouse. For a great Heat and Glow fireplace or that perfect brick for your home, see Knob, N-O-B, Knob Brick.
Time now for the Big City Cars Big Intermission Show.
Back at the Coliseum, 3-2 is our score. Adirondak is over the Fort Wayne Komets at the moment, but the Komets got a big goal at the tail end of the second period. Archer Tyanulin is second of the season at 18:47. Zach Larraza and Jason Binkley with the assist, and with that point by Jason Binkley, he has got a point in every game this season, so he's got a 5-game point streak going on as we come to the conclusion here tonight. We are down by a goal, so hopefully we can get things turned around and get a victory here tonight. Komet fans, come celebrate your birthday at the Sport One Parkview Ice House. Packages are offered for skate and bounce parties. Bring the guests of honor, friends, and cake, and let their party team take care of the rest. Schedule your party today at 444-2788. And if you do not follow the Komets on Facebook or Twitter, you want to do that right now, because you can get the Lancia Homes official game recap right after the game, and then go to lanciahomes.com to start building your custom home today. We will take one more break. The third period is coming up. You're listening to Komet Hockey on WoWo.
Daniel Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram on Illinois Road has added some new members to the team. Introducing the all-new Chrysler Pacifica, the only minivan to win 2017 IIHS Top Safety Pick. Also, now on the starting lineup is the all-newly redesigned Jeep Compass. Capable, modern, and stylish, all wrapped into one. The new scrapper on the team is the all-new Jeep Grand Cherokee Trackhawk. With 707 horsepower, this secret weapon will leave the competition wondering what hit them. Daniel is a proud sponsor of Komet Hockey, and we invite all the fans to come experience the difference in your next car buying experience. See the complete lineup of new Chryslers, Dodges, Jeeps, and Ram trucks, all at O'Daniel on Illinois Road next to Meyer, or online all the time at o'danielauto.com.
WOWO and WMEE HD2 Fort Wayne.
Comet Hockey is brought to you by Auto Owners Insurance and Gregory Associates in Fort Wayne.
All right, we're going to need a comeback here tonight. We're just down by 1 as we've got a fresh 20 minutes up on the scoreboard here at the Coliseum in front of 7,071 here on hand. And let's hope everyone goes home happy as the puck is dropped to start the third period. We're skating 5-on-5.
Let's outshoot him this period, guys.
There's Tyanulin. He will get it into the Adirondak zone. Rio Pell will whisk it around. It's going to come all the way out to the center line. The Komets draft back into their own territory. Comes off the stick of Larraza. And now back the other way. Here come the Thunder. It's going to go back behind the net. Picked up by Bobby Shea. Shea up along the far side. And he's going to scoot it forward. Going to come all the way down into the Adirondak zone. They're going to play it off the wall. And here's Henry grabbing it for the Thunder. He'll carry it over the blue line. Dishes off. Dropping it back. Here's a shot. Save made. Rebound. Nice save. And the Komets have got it. Long stretch pass. Oh, they're looking for Tyanulin. It went behind him. That's going to be nice.
Yeah, they couldn't hit him with the pass. They hit him with the pass in stride. He had a clear-cut breakaway, but they missed him with the pass. And it threw him sideways. Nice save again by goaltender Hauser as Adirondacks walked in the top of the circle and let a pretty good shot go. He kicked the puck right out past the net.
Now is Culkin trying to get it to Tyanulin up along the far side, but a little bit behind him. But Culkin was falling down as he unloaded the puck. Face off to the left of Hauser. It's going to be Mason Baptista drawing the assignment. It's going to go up along the far side where Culkin gets rid of it near the Comet bench. It's tied up and it's going to be tipped into the bench, and that'll draw a whistle.
Komets back at it tomorrow night. Quad City, 7:30 right here. Need a big win tomorrow night, as we do tonight. Down by 1 here with 19 minutes to go in the period. Haven't got a shot yet, and that's the key to it. Try to generate some shots. We need 15 shots in this period to win this hockey game.
Brian Ward on the face-off. He locks in there with Marco Wall. Wall wins it, gets it to Binkley. And Binkley quickly to Tyson Fawcett. Fawcett into the corner. It goes back behind the nets in the Adirondack zone. Everybody mashed up down there. And it's finally kicked out of there by Kevin Law. Moved ahead and off the stick of Conacher. That's going to go all the way down to Hauser. He will play it behind the net. Now he gives it up to Leonard. Leonard sends it forward. Comes off the stick of Wall. Almost got it taken away. Now look at this. Here's the pass coming into Schaafsma. In on the goaltender. And knocked out. A penalty called.
Penalty shot. They're going to give him a penalty shot. Schaafsma took the pass. He started to cut for the net to get the puck in position to shoot it. The defenseman chopped him down, rolled him into the goal net, and I believe they're going to call a penalty shot on the play.
So the Komets with a chance to tie it up.
Yep.
First penalty shot of the season.
2 nice passes up the ice. Got Schaafsma wide open as he cut in to get ready for the shot. Got chopped down. Penalty shot. If he can put her in, we tie her up. Let's go, guys.
And it will be the captain, Jamie Schaafsma, who is hauled down on that play. He'll be taking the penalty shot. Schaafsma back in his own zone as Rio Pell deep in his own net, waiting for the word from the referee. Now the referee is going over. He's talking to Coach Gary Graham. Coach Graham not happy about something, but he's getting a penalty shot out of it. So a chance to tie it up.
Schaafsma, lots of time to think what he's going to do. Here he goes.
He grabs the puck, veers to his left, cuts it over the line, coming in on Rio Pell. Backhander, and Rio Pell will make the save.
Yeah. He didn't get her up high enough. Rio Pell stayed out on his crease, did not back in, and that didn't give Schaafsma anything to shoot at as he tried to cut across, go to his backhand. Rio Pell made the save.
So our score will stay 3-2 Adirondack.
Yeah. I think that's what Graham may have wanted. He may have wanted the 2-minute penalty. Better chance to score. Face-off stays in the Adirondack zone. 18:30 to go. We're still at 3-2 Adirondacks.
And it's Mason Baptista on the face-off. Got Dan Maggio back at the blue line with Jalen Smerrick.
There they go again.
We'll have a new man in there. It's going to be Paul Rodriguez. And along along the far side. Here's Sean Sidlowski trying to go to Baptista. Pass behind him. Campagna will move it ahead and into the Comet zone. It goes off the end boards and chasing after it. And the Comets is Smerrick up along the far side looking for Sidlowski. Comes to the blue line. Here's Garrett Thompson. He's going to touch it over to Mason Baptista. And Baptista will go in his own zone. Here's Smerrick up along the far side. Back to Sidlowski, who will scoop it up. And he will put it in on Rio Pell, who will come out and he'll make a play on it. Up along the far side to the blue line. Garrett Thompson hangs onto it. Rodriguez is able to scoop it up and up along the far side. Feathered forward. And now it's going to go back behind the Comet net. Up along the far side. It's controlled by the Comets. Kravchenko. Long pass over on the right side to Sidlowski. He'll come in the middle, and here's Garrett Thompson. Thompson in the corner, wheels it around that far side. Here's Kravchenko, goes back behind the net. And here's Sean Sidlowski, puts it out in front off of his skate, and Rio Pell's got to make a save.
Yeah, Sidlowski got whacked pretty good there, and the puck got deflected right to the net. Rio Pell grabbed onto it and killed the play right there. Face-off starting into the Adirondak zone again.
Face off to the left of Rio Pell. 3-2 is our score. Thunder with the lead. Draw back. Comes up to Bobby Shea. Here's a quick shot. It's blocked. Kudemi was streaking in, but the Thunder get the puck back at the blue line. And now they get it forward. James Hendry into the Comet zone up along the far side. And now put back into the Thunder zone. It goes back behind the net. Here's Ralph Kudemi. Kudemi has it along the far side, looking for someone to give it to. Had a man in front. It was tipped by Bobby Shea. Comes
back
out in front of the net again. And coming back the other direction is James Henry. Henry got it poked away at the Comets' blue line. The Comets trying to get it free, and they can't do it. Coming back the other way is Mercier. Up along the left side. Tried to center it. Broken up. Comets get it back. Move forward here on the near wing. They gain the blue line. Larraza will drop it back to Kudemi, who will take a shot. Oh, Rio Pell never saw it. It is going to be wide. Shea is going to have to come all the way out for it. Now to the center line. Now put back into the Adirondak zone here on the near side. Kevin Law passes it up on the far side and into the Comet zone. It is going to be Jason Binkley with it. Binkley has got it, moves it ahead, and he's got Tyanulin. Tyanulin tries to catch up to it, couldn't do it, and back come Adirondak into the Comet zone. Going to be stopped by Hauser, who will send it around. Now they're going to play it off the glass, and back it comes to Binkley. Binkley sends it forward, comes off the stick of Tyanulin. Now back to Jason Binkley. Binkley sends it ahead off the skate of Schaafsma, and now it's going to trickle back into the Comet zone for Binkley. 5:51 to go here in the third. Comets trail by 1. There's Schaafsma. 3-on-2 coming the other way. Here is a shot and a save made by Rio Pell. It was Fawcett cutting in on that back door. Rio Pell got a piece of it. Now it's going to be brought into the Comet zone. Here's Jason Binkley. Binkley has got it. Now he sends it forward up along the far side. They bring it into the offensive zone. And Rodriguez with a nice play. He zips it forward.
Two of them,
now
2 on
Harrison
1.
Coming down. In front. Score.
Rebound. There's a redirected puck in front of the net. They had a 2-on-1 breaking in. When they threw it across the goal crease, it hit the defense, it hit the goaltender's leg, and deflected into the net. A broken up play, and it goes against the Comets. They're down 4-2.
That's going to be Rodriguez actually getting that goal, a second of the game. And it's now 4-2 Adirondack. We'll take a break. You're listening to Comet Hockey on WOWO.
ERS OCI Wireless is the official radio provider for the Fort Wayne Komets. ERS OCI Wireless is a Motorola partner in Fort Wayne, providing wireless voice and data systems that allow organizations across Indiana to operate their business more efficiently. Reach out to ERS OCI Wireless at 260-747-0584. That's 260-747-0584, or online at www.ers-oci.com.
WOWO and WMEE HD2 Fort Wayne.
Comet Hockey is brought to you by Auto Owners Insurance and Insurance and Financial Services in Auburn.
And here's a 2-on-1 for Adirondack, and the shot is going to be blocked. That was Rodriguez again with a chance. It's a 2-goal game right now, 4-2. Adirondack has got the lead, 14:40 to go in the third.
Good wall on that one.
Puck comes into the Adirondack zone. Riopel will play it up along the near side, and it's whipped in. Hauser will make the stop. Goes back behind the net, and it's played now to the blue line, where Law held it in for a second. Now Law's got it back. Took it away from Waugh. Up along the far side. Now top of the circle. Cross-ice pass tipped, intended for Neely. Coming back higher on the near side. It's going to be Tyanulin. Floats it in front. It is tipped and taken away by Neely. Good idea there by Tyanulin, but couldn't connect as Law being chased from behind his own net. Comes up along the near side. And now back out to the center line. The Komets have got it. Far boards. It's going to be Schaafsma. He sends it in off the blocker of Riopel. And now up along the far side, it is controlled by Conacher. Now sent forward. And now the Komets get it right back. They carry it into the Adirondack zone up along the far side. Garrett Thompson with a shot.
Right to the net.
Goes off the glove of Riopel. Will stay in play. Comes up along the near side. Garrett Thompson can't get to it, and now it's going to split the defenseman. Going to come all the way down to Hauser. Hauser gives it a whack, and he gives it to Curtis Leonard. Leonard winds up. Here's his shot, and a save made by Riopel. Comes up along the near side to the blue line. And now back into the Adirondack zone. Puck is now jumping around in the neutral zone. Ward finally gets a hold of it as he is taken off the play hard near the Komet bench. Komets have got the puck. And we trail this one by 2. Sent into the zone. It's going to go back behind the net. The Thunder are back on D.
There's a check. Missed.
There's Conacher up along the near side looking for Ward. Pass too tall for him. Now it's going to go up along the far side. Here's Stephen Johnson with it. Johnson over to Bergen. Bergen moves it ahead. Now Ward. Lost it to Smerrick, and now Smerrick will get it to Fawcett. Here's Fawcett on the right side, taking a shot. It's Baptista, and Riopel will make the save. 22nd shot of the game for the Komets. The Thunder will toss it into the Komet zone. Here's Smerrick back behind the net. Down to 12:13 to go in the third period. Here's Bobby Shea along the far side, off the boards. And now going to be dumped back into the Thunder zone. Cross-ice pass is going to go to Dylan Olsen, and Olsen will move it ahead. And now overskated by the Thunder, and everybody just kind of
skating it.
Just trying to find the puck. It's just bouncing around out there. It's in the Komet zone, top of the right circle. Here's a shot. Hauser the save. He lost it for a moment and scooped up by the defenseman. Here's another shot that's going to be knocked aside. Going to come up to the blue line. Far side, here's Bobby Shea with it. Shea skates with it hard, dishes off. They carry it over the blue line. They're on sides. On the far side, here's Kravchenko. Over to Kolkin. Here's Sedlowski. Lost it. Now he has Shea. Man in front.
There's a shot.
Save made. Rebound up along the far side. Kolkin
nice
with a
pass there.
Back behind the net. Here's Sean Sedlowski. He puts it on net. Knocked aside by Riopel. Up along the near side. Here's a shot. Save made by Riopel. That will get the screen, and that will stop.
Good pressure by the Komets. 2 or 3 nice passes resulted in 3 good shots on goal there. Riopel made the saves, but the Komets had good pressure from that line they threw out there.
11:06 to go in the third. We're down by 2. We'll be back. You're listening to Komet Hockey on WOWO.
The Holiday Inn at the Coliseum, located across from the Memorial Coliseum, is the official home of the Komets. Whether it's a corporate meeting to large wedding receptions or just a getaway weekend, the Holiday Inn has you covered. Event space in the Holiday Inn can hold up to 300 people, and with 151 guest rooms, the Holiday Inn is ready to meet your personal or business needs. With a highly trained staff at the Holiday Inn, you can count on things being done right. Contact the Holiday Inn at the Coliseum to schedule your event today at 260-579-9135.
Komet Hockey is brought to you by Auto Owners Insurance and Jacob Insurance Service in Auburn.
Stay on them, guys.
We're almost halfway gone here in the third period. Komets trail by 2. And the Thunder will get it into the Komet zone. It goes back behind the nets. Here is Curtis Leonard. Leonard along the far side. He will skate with it, veers to his right, now comes up right down the middle of the ice, crosses over into Adirondack territory. Now it's going to be pushed around along the far side. Here's Tyanulin going for it. And he goes to Marco Waugh. Waugh lost it, comes out in front of the net, and coming back the other way here, the Thunder. Smerek is back for the Komets, plays it off the boards. Komets coming off on a line change. Smerek is going to get caught all the way back. He has got to chase his man down. Here's Dan Maggio. Garrett Thompson in there as well. He takes the puck. Thompson off the glass. And it's going to be knocked around there in the neutral zone. Now to the blue line. Komets got to get back on sides.
Dump it in again.
Baptista sends it in. Comes up along the near side.
Steal the puck, Komets.
There's Garrett Thompson sneaking in with a shot. Rebound. Riopel got the right leg out. He left a big rebound, but nobody was there to knock it home. Now the puck is going to be cleared all the way down. That is going to be an icing call on Adirondack with 9:23 to go in the third period.
Well, we're starting to get some shots on goal. We're out shooting them 8-4 in this period. Unfortunately, we haven't got the goal that we needed, as at 4:42, Wallen got the goal that put them ahead 4-2. So we're really pressing right now. More shots. Keep pushing, guys. We'll get a break.
Face off to the right of Riopel. And it comes up top of the circle. And it comes down here into the corner. Now back behind that, the Komets have it. They put it out in front. Here's a shot. Riopel the save.
Short
control
side.
the rebound. Put it out in front. Colkin. And it rolled off of his stick. Henry grabs the puck. It goes back behind the net for Johnson. Up along the far side. And it's going to trickle all the way down to Bobby Shea. Shea will pick it up. He will skate in front of his own net. Gets to his own blue line, and Shea negotiating traffic. Look at Shea turning on the Jets, and he goes back behind the net looking for someone to give it to. Nobody. Yep. Everybody covered up. It's going to come all the way out to the neutral zone. Here's Tyson Fawcett. Fawcett drops it back to Shea. Shea spins around, gets around his man, and sends it ahead to Kudemi. Kudemi off the backhand. It's going to go back behind the net. Now up along the far side, here's Marco Waugh. Waugh over to Binkley. Binkley to wind up. Taking a shot. Save made by Riopel.
Yeah, that got through the screen, but Riopel was able to hold on to it. No rebound as Riopel held on. Little pushing and shoving in front of the net, but no penalties coming from it yet.
8:23 to go in the third. Komets down by 2. We'll take a break. You're listening to Comet Hockey on WoWo.
Fort Wayne's newest Northside Sports Bar is your place to see the big games, including pro and college. Doozy Sports Bar and Grill next to Red River Steakhouse has become a fan favorite to see the best sports events with their incredible food and drink specials and wall-to-wall big flat screen TVs. Open daily 11 to 11 or later for the big games. Doozy's has daily lunch specials and is always the place to come out and watch the games. Doozy's next to Red River Steakhouse, just off I-69 at Coldwater Road in Washington Center.
And now, back to Comet Hockey.
Four to 2 is our score, and we've got to get some offense cooking here pretty quick, running out of time. Komets in danger of losing 3 straight, something I believe we only did maybe one time last year, so got to stop this trend.
Yeah, not a good situation right now. We're pressing a little too much now, and that makes it even tougher, but you've got to keep shooting. You got to hope we can get a break, a bounce or something with 8:23 to go in the period. We're out shooting them 9-4 in the period, but as we say, the only goal scored at 4:42 came off the stick of Wallen of Adirondacks to give them the 4-2 lead. So here we go, face off in the Adirondack zone.
8:22 to go here in the third. And the puck is dropped in the Adirondack zone. It's going to come all the way into the Comet end. There's Larraza. He will move it ahead right at the blue line. It's knocked away. Now the puck rolling around, comes back into the Comet zone. Here's Jason Binkley. Binkley's pass is going to be knocked by Loney. Goes back behind the net. Curtis Leonard plays it up along the boards. Near the Comet bench, and the Thunder get it back into the Comet zone. Hauser will play it, and it's going to go to Binkley. Binkley ahead of the play, up to Tyanulin. He will gain the blue line, drops it back. Law with a shot. Deflected. That's going to be deflected and out of play.
Yeah.
Caught
Toronto's trying to open the ice up right now, sending their forwards up to the blue line as the defense is trying to carry it up. Hopefully that they can catch Adirondak. But at this point here, Adirondak only sending one man in deep to forecheck. The other four watching the open man up center ice area. So they've got to be patient. They've got to come up the ice together and be patient to get in over that blue line to get some pressure on the goal. Face off in the Adirondack zone.
And the Komets have got the puck. Here's a shot that is going to go wide. Bobby Shea puts it right in. It's going to be knocked aside. Back up along the far side. It's going to be taken away. But here come the Thunder marching down the ice, coming in on Hauser. It's going to go wide. Now into the corner. They're going to set it up. Here's a shot. Save made by Hauser. Off the centering pass and went off the stick of Neely. Along the near side, here's another shot, and hanging on is Hauser.
Yeah, Hauser doesn't want to take any chances. We start running around a little too much, not making sure we got the puck and getting out of our zone first. Everybody opening up to try to break down the other end for the offense, and they got to be patient, come out together. 7:12 to go. Third period here, the Coliseum face-off in the Komet zone.
Face-off will be to the right of Michael Hauser. Shots are even up at 28 apiece. Thunder win the face-off. Comes along the near side, all the way down here in the Komets corner. Maggio going for it. He gets tangled up. Now comes along the near side, up top to Johnson. Johnson holds it in. Now he drops it down low. There's Rodriguez with a shot. Save made, and it's going to come all the way out. Just gets over the line. Johnson goes back for it for the Thunder. To Rodriguez. Puts it in on Hauser. Makes an easy stop. Now Smerek has got the puck up along the far side. The Komets have it. Puck is going to be moved ahead, intercepted, and the Komets get it back. It's going to be Kudemi on the near side. Didn't have it for very long. Now it's shoved back into the Komet zone. Here's Jamie Schaafsma. It goes out in front of the net. Here's the shot. Hauser the save. Loney back behind the net. Gets some pressure from Smerek. Zips it up along the near side wall. Now all the way down into the Adirondack corner. And that one will be an icing. 6:14 to go in the third. It's 4-2 Adirondack. We'll be back. You're listening to Komet Hockey on WoWo.
Big City Cars on Lima Road. Vehicles as low as $595. Payments starting at just $79. Dependable cars on a budget. Over 20 price under $1,000. If other dealers have turned you down, we go to work when the others say no. Big City Cars. Want a bigger deal? Get up to $5,555 more than your car is worth. And as always, if we can't beat the competitor's deal, we'll give you the car for free. Big City Cars. See dealer for complete details.
You're listening to Komet Hockey.
Face-off will be to the right of Michael Hauser with 6:14 to go in the third. Adirondack up by a pair. And the puck comes down back behind the net. Bobby Shea plays it around. And that's going to be taken by the Thunder on the near side. Neely couldn't do anything with it. Falls right on the tape of Bobby Shea. Far side, it's going to be Fawcett. He will rim it around. Coming up along the near side, Neely cuts in front of the pass. Now up top at the blue line. And it's Marco Waugh. Got a man over on the far side. It's Pulaski taking a shot.
On the net.
And right on the money, and a save made by Riopel.
Riopel catching the puck as Sadlowski walked in. I thought he could have got in further. Instead, he elected to let the quick wrist shot go, but Riopel, with a nice glove save, held on. No rebound, nobody in front to deflect or screen the play. So Riopel had a pretty easy save on him. Line change for the Komets. Puck still in the Adirondack zone, 5:48.
Baptista and Wallen on the face-off. Now the linesman stops the progress there. Wallen and Baptista both talking to each other. And now the linesman talking to Wallen. Now the fans getting restless. And now we're set for the drop. Sticks are down. The puck is dropped. And the Komets have got it. Comes up to the blue line. Leonard couldn't hang on to it. And Rodriguez clears the zone. Here's Curtis Leonard. Leonard back in his own zone. Take his time, pushing it up along the far side. He's got Binkley off the stick now of Baptista, who moves it ahead. Larraza goes for it, couldn't get to it. Now back into neutral territory with 5:24 to go in the third. Komets get it in, but it's going to be icing. So we're pressing a little bit here with these long passes.
Well, and you got to give Adirondacks a lot of credit, too. They're playing very good positional defensive hockey right now, where when we pass the puck, the Adirondacks always in a position to check us very quickly so we don't have time to turn and make a play on the puck. So good defense by Adirondack and a little bit of pressure on ourselves trying to make things happen.
Here's a shot on Hauser. He makes the save off of the face-off. And the puck comes all the way out to the blue line now. Komets have got it. And it's going to be Curtis Leonard. Goes back behind the nets. Binkley off the boards. Finds Mason Baptista. Baptista carries it over the line. Drops it off. And he's going to lose it to Bergen. Bergen up along the far side. Can't clear it. Komets still have it here in the zone. Here's a shot. And it's going to be blocked by Riopel. Goes back behind the net. And the Thunder have got the puck. They push it forward. And coming up along the left side is Conacher. Conacher now tries to drift it in front. It's going to be broken up. Now here's Aloni back behind the net. Now comes up along the near side. There's Larraza. Moves it ahead to Baptista, who will carry it over the blue line. His shots are right on the money, and Riopel will grab a hold of it and get a whistle.
Riopel not going to take any chances. He's going to hold on to everything that gets close to him, give his team a chance for the face-off and start even as the Komets change up lines. And Adirondack will stay the same. Face-off in the Adirondack zone. And we'll see who takes the draw for the Komets. 24. Need something to happen quickly.
Dennis Kravchenko on the face-off. He wins it. Comes up top of the circle, but the Komets can't control it. They got to get all the way out. And Sedlowski over to Smerik. Smerik back to Sedlowski. Sedlowski carries the puck over the blue line. Will veer to his right. He's going to go up along the wall. Now he goes back behind the net where he takes an elbow from Wallen. Comes up along the far side. Tyanulin in there to help out. And it's going to be sent around here on the near side down in the Adirondack zone. Everybody tangled up here on the near side wall. And now it's going to come into the corner. Up along the near side to the blue line. And here is Maggio with a shot, and it goes off the mask of Riopel.
I never saw it. Right to the net.
Here's Smerik at the blue line. He will take a shot. That's going to be deflected. Now Tyanulin, he has got it. Tyanulin here in the high slot over onto the far boards. Here's a shot that's going to be taken away and going to be sent all the way back into the Komet zone. Smerik has got it. Moves it ahead off the stick of Maggio. Maggio will flip it in. It goes back behind the Adirondack net. They will bring it up here on the left side. Mercier will get it into the Komet zone with 3:12 to go in the third. Komets trail by 2. Back behind the nets. Here's Jason Binkley. Binkley has got the puck, gains his own line, comes to the middle of the ice, carries it over the line. He got a poke checked
dump
away.
It in, guys. You got to dump it in and go get it.
Now here on the left side, it is Harrison to Rodriguez. Goes back behind the net. Hauser makes a play on it. Back up along the near side, kicked at by Fawcett. And we got a penalty called, interference.
Binkley, is it? Yeah, Binkley rode the man off who was trying to forecheck. And interference is going to be called on Binkley with 2:51 to go. And that doesn't help at all right now.
We will take a break. You are listening to Komet Hockey on WoWo.
The autumn carved turkey from Subway is back for a limited time, and it's delicious. Here, I'll make you one now. With thick cut turkey breast, with cranberry mustard sauce, and cheddar cheese. Man, that looks good. Go to Subway and get your autumn carved turkey for a limited time. Subway, so much turkey. I'm solid gold.
This is Komet Hockey.
2:45 to go here in the third. Now the Komets are skating a man down, and we are down 2 goals, 4-2. Puck is in the Komet zone, comes up along the far side. And Bobby Shea deflects the puck, and that will be out of play.
Face-off will stay in the Komet zone as the Adirondacks with a minute 41 seconds power play. Only 2:31 in the period. So need a break badly right now. Short-handed goal be awful nice. Sneak one on him.
Face-off to the left of Michael Hauser. Komets had a chance to tie it up early on in this third period. Well, Jamie Schaafsma had a penalty shot.
Yep.
He was stopped by Nick Riopel. And the puck off the face-off will go to Curtis Leonard. Leonard to Fawcett. Fawcett's pass is going to come all the way here into the Adirondack zone. It goes back behind the net. Now up along the near side, we got a penalty called. And this one is going to be on Adirondack, so that'll be the equalizer. Delayed call. Here's Maggio. Will take a shot, and it goes wide. And the whistle will blow with 2:07 to go here in the third.
Well, that'll get him back to 4-on-4, and that gives us back to the advantage of pulling the goalie to have the extra attacker. So face-off will stay in the Adirondack zone, and we'll see if we can get one here with 2 minutes and 7 seconds to go. Get one, we can get two. Komets back at it tomorrow night. Quad City, 7:30 game.
Seconds. Adirondacks Ford Law, 2 minutes holding at 17:53.
It's Kevin Law being set off.
Holding penalty. Grabbed onto our forechecker a little bit, gave him a little tug. Not much, but I guess enough.
Face-off.
Goaltender out.
Riopel, so.
Yep. They've taken Michael Hauser out. We'll go with the extra attacker. Now they'll call time and get their paperwork together.
2:07 to go in the third. We're down by 2. We'll take a break. You're listening to Komet Hockey on WoWo.
Life can be unpredictable. 1 minute everything's fine. In the next, you have a kid with a fever and it's already past 5. That's when you need Parkview First Care. We have extended hours, including evenings and weekends, convenient locations, and Parkview Physicians Group providers to make your whole family feel better. When you can't wait to see your doctor, go to the walk-in clinic that's part of the PPG community of care. Parkview First Care. Get in, get better, get going.
Komet Hockey is brought to you by Auto Owners Insurance and Gregory Associates in Fort Wayne.
2:07 yet to go here at the Coliseum. We're down by 2, but we have got an extra attacker on the ice. Michael Hauser has been pulled. So it is 5-on-4. We've got 2 players in the penalty box. And the face-off in the Adirondack zone. Jamie Schaafsma tries to win it. Comes down here in the corner. Playing up along the near side. The Komets dig it free. Comes to the blue line. Here's Kolkin. Kolkin has Kravchenko. Kravchenko at the point. Coming down low. And into the corner. It's Sidlowski. Goes back behind the net. Tyanulin chasing after it in the corner. Now Larraza up along the far side. Lost it to Conacher. He'll get around Kolkin. And now the Komets have got to retreat back into their own end. Here's Jamie Schaafsma with it. Schaafsma will get the puck forward. And here's Kravchenko coming in on Riopel. He tried to pass it. It's going to be blocked. Now up along the near side. Here's Larraza. Larraza back to the blue line. Sends it over into the corner. Back up top. Here's Kolkin. Kolkin, far side. 1:18 to go. Kolkin winding up. Couldn't get a shot off. Kolkin still has got a man. Here's a shot. Riopel the save, and he'll hang on to it.
Schaafsma got that shot from a bit of a bad angle, but it was a one-timer. Goaltender Riopel saw it, got out there high on the circle, and made the save. No rebound on it. Minute 12 to go. Down by 2.
Empty net on the other end for the Komets. Michael Hauser has been pulled for the extra attacker.
Get a draw here, guys.
Sean Sidlowski. He will be on the face-off. Got Bobby Shea back at the blue line.
Boy, this drop in the face-off. Boy, oh boy.
Taking their time.
Yeah.
Ward is in there for Adirondack, and now Ward's going to get kicked out. Now James Henry will take the face-off for the Thunder. And now we go. Sidlowski wins it. Shea with a shot. Save made by Riopel. Here's Kudemi. Goes back behind the net. Here's a centering pass. He had a man wide open. It was Waugh. Back up top of the blue line. Here's Sean Sedlowski with 1 minute to go. Here's a shot. Save made by Riopel.
Last
Comes
minute.
into the corner. Up top, Waugh tries to go to Sedlowski, and it's over a stick. Now the Komets are on a power play. It's a two-man advantage, but we've got an empty net. Here's Fawcett, got it poked away up along the far side, and the Thunder will clear the zone all the way down. This has got a chance. Just going to go off the post. No icing. 36 seconds to go in the third period. Here's Bobby Shea up along the far side. Touch pass to Tyson Fawcett. He couldn't catch up to it and sent back down all the way into the Komet zone with 25 seconds to go. Back on the far side, it is going to be Sean Sedlowski. Gives it up to Shea. Dishes off. Here's Garrett Thompson with a shot. That's going to go wide and going to come back below the goal line. Back behind the net. Fawcett up along the far side. Here's Sedlowski with a shot. That's going to be knocked away. 7 seconds to go here along the near boards. Where it's tied up. Here's a shot that's going to be knocked away. Back up to Shea with 1 second. Here's a shot as the buzzer sounds. And this one is done. Komets fall 4-2. It's now a 3-game losing streak for the Komets. Did get a point last Friday as we lost in overtime, but, you might live with 2, but 3, Robbie, now it's a habit.
Well, yeah, especially at home, and, you have the first 6 games at home, and you need to win those to get a good jump in the league, and right now they're putting themselves behind the 8 ball. They outshoot them 13-10 in that period, but again, get outscored 1-0, lose the game 4-2, so give Adirondack a lot of credit. Big physical team that played pretty good defense and very patient hockey all the way through and frustrated the Komets. Never let them get going, so they had a spurt or anything like that. The only spurt we really had was at the 18:47 mark of the second period when we scored the goal to cut it a 3-2. And then the big chance we had when the Komet Schaafsma had a penalty shot going into the third period there, and unfortunately didn't get it to tie it up. So that was a turning point at that point. Instead of getting the goal, we end up getting one scored against and lose a tough one, meaning it's that much more important tomorrow night against Quad City, and then they go on the road for 5 games, so they become so much important.
Sometimes it's nice to get out of town. I'm sure the guys are maybe looking at that schedule saying this might be a good thing, but we got to stop the bleeding tomorrow night against Quad City. So 7:30 is the start time tomorrow night. We will wrap it up. Again, 4-2 is your final score. Adirondack beats the Komets here tonight. So you're listening to Komet Hockey on WoWo.
Aaron's has some really great news. Aaron's is offering 120 days same as cash. That's right, and here's how it works. Sign a new lease agreement and you have a full 4 months, 120 days to pay Aaron's everyday low price. They even offer a 20% instant rebate if you purchase outright. 120 days same as cash. Not bad, huh? Just stop by or call to learn more. And remember, you don't need credit. All you need is Aaron's. And nobody beats Aaron's. Nobody.
Save on Marathon top-tier gasoline and get free Komet hockey tickets. Get a Marathon Visa card at any Marathon station and earn up to 25 cents per gallon rebate. Also, pick up a Komets fill-up card and earn a buy one, get one free ticket offer to any Friday night regular season home game. Remember, use your Marathon Visa card.